Hello, Internet, and welcome to Saturday night Star Power. It's still what it's going to be under, so I'll just go ahead and say it. What are we doing here? Today is a Wednesday. We never stream on Wednesdays. We're playing a little makeup game for our Star Power show because it is finale time. We are going to be wrapping up our show today because we're not going to be live again with Star Power until like the 23rd. So we wanted to finish it off with a bang. So we're here to play Fate in our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure / Jujutsu Kaisen anime bullshit inspired game here. But before we jump into that, I have some other lovely announcements to get through, and then I'll let my players introduce themselves. So first and foremost, if you are interested in watching any more streams that we have going on this week, I believe our next one, are we streaming tomorrow for Thursday? I ask because my
did not remember what day tomorrow was.
Oh,
let me
God,
tell you.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Planning for the return of Elegant Creatures tomorrow,
Yes.
Thursday, at
Tomorrow is Thursday.
8 o'clock
Yes.
Eastern time. It is Thursday tomorrow. Yeah, this is thrown off my week, except I'm not working the rest of the week, so today is technically my Saturday, and I'm just gonna live in Saturday until it's Wednesday again. That's weird. Anyway, so yeah, join us tomorrow for Elegant Creatures. Sid runs that. Most of the rest of us play in that, so come hang out. And then we will be dark through the rest of the weekend up until Monday, I believe. Monday we'll be returning with Strixhaven in our Queer Chronicles.
Queer Chronicles of a Strixhaven Society.
Yes.
Quartet. Not the
Whatever.
Strixhaven Society.
You don't know what I said. You have no idea what I said. I don't even know who I am right now.
Errol Channing, is that you?
Who's this character?
Hello.
I
Yeah.
think you're a very
It's
young Beatrice.
It's the Queer Chronicles of a Strixhaven Quartet. I'm very small and from New Jersey.
Is this baby Jersey Savvy?
This is baby.
No, my
Jersey
name is
Savvy.
Susan B. Anthony. I'm gonna grow up to be great one day. Just you wait.
Just you wait.
What is happening?
Now
I
I'm a
don't
bee.
know.
Life is crazy.
It's Wednesday. All bets are off.
This character needs to
Exist
continue somewhere else.
I don't know where to put that.
This must be
character.
your next character for the game. For
I already have my.
Wait, can we just get a go haywire? Let your brain go haywire line?
There we
Hey
go.
baby, it's Wednesday. Let your brain go haywire.
You heard it here first, folks.
Okay, so yeah, that Strixhaven is on Monday. Is where we were going with that, and that's when we will be back. Everything else this week will be not here, so get caught up on our YouTube, whatever you need, whatever you want to do, or just stay cool, kids, because it is hot outside. Now I sound like a disc jockey. So yeah, anything else? Merch, we've got merch.
Oh,
You can
I'm
buy
wearing
that
some.
in our store. Sid is wearing some. Which one is it? Roll for Smut. We got a bunch of other tank tops, mugs, stickers. We got a Willoughby Wanderfoot first year sticker in the store. I'm doing anything I can to stall because now I realize we're going to the finale and I'm super anxious about it.
I can talk like this some more if you want.
No, we need to. I can't do that.
Yeah, we can.
I will just
We can
let
do
you
whatever
talk
we
like
want.
that for the rest of the stream. So yeah,
It's Wednesday.
that's pretty much it. I'm gonna let
brain is in
my
space right now.
players introduce themselves and talk about who they're playing here tonight in the game, and not this character, whatever Savannah is doing right now, and
Who's that?
anything else they do on and off the internet. Starting with Savannah.
Oh boy, you realized I get to go first, huh?
Yeah.
Hello. It's me. I'm Savvy. You can find me on Twitter at Savvy Seawood. I stream on the internet sometimes. Thursday through Monday, either playing in games or running them, mostly here on this channel, and sometimes on LB Hack'emup's channel. And it's really fun, and I like to play games with my friends. I'm really glad they're all here, because I like seeing them smile. Tonight I'm playing Piper. She's a brazen professional singer-songwriter. She's got an anima named Vega. He's a real big man who sings real loud, but she sure does love him. That's it. Over to you, RJ.
Hey everybody, it's RJ here.
You can't do more than one.
I can't handle the voice anymore.
It's RJ, and you can catch me at RJustice22 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things of my life and sometimes stream with my friends. Catch me over at the Indoor Adventures on Mondays and Sundays. Monday for our homebrew campaign, Sunday night for our Witchlight campaign, Thursdays here for Elegant Creatures, normally Saturdays for Star Power and Pathfinder, Sunday morning over at the Hype Goblins channel once again for some D&D 5e homebrew. Also, special announcement, I was on a bycast the other day. It's by Lore by Night. I play Vampire the Masquerade with some friends. We get very gay at some point, and yeah, I'm a gangrel who just got turned, so I'm an idiot. Nothing much has changed. This Saturday, the 26th, is the premiere. So go over to Lore by Night and watch it with me. It'll be fun. Other than that, today I'm playing Feng. His anima is the Four Emperors, and Feng is the Reckless Dynasty Scion.
I think I go after that. Oh my God, my stomach hurts. That voice just, I don't know why that got me so hard, but it did. Hey, I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, generally talking about TTRPG shenanigans on the internet. Oh my God, there's a cat in here. I thought I kicked them all out. Just touched my foot with a wet nose and scared the shit out of me. Hello. It's day. You can catch me here several nights a week, including tomorrow, because tomorrow is a Thursday, running our game of Urban Shadows, Elegant Creatures. We've been gone for a while, but boy, oh boy, do I have some fun new shenanigans planned for y'all. I'm very excited. Yeah, come check that out at 8 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, otherwise, here are several other nights a week. Tonight, I'm playing, for the last time, perhaps, Penny Isa. Penny is the Tech Whiz member of the Isa family. And her anima is Omega. And I have lyrics.com pulled up per usual so that I can yell lyrics as Vega sometimes.
Hey, everybody. I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings mostly related to D&D and a lot of things over on the Indoor Adventures stream. Today I'm going to be playing as Vivi. She is no longer an avaricious thief for hire. She's a sentimental thief out of time. Was I going to say anything else? I used to know a guy who would say it's Wild Owl Wednesday, but in a good way.
DanaeKeener.com.
There's an energy in the studio right now, and it's not that it's making me uncomfortable. I just don't know what to do with it. It's like existing here, and I want to put it somewhere, and I don't know what, because it's not the energy I expected to have.
That's
You can't put
phenomenal
this kind of energy in a bottle.
Oh my God.
Lord help us all.
Lord,
It's
yeah.
finale energy, as
there's no
most of
Lord
us
to
are
save you.
sweating our
Sammy, no!
butts off.
Sammy, why would you say that?
What?
In that voice.
I didn't say nothing. You can't prove it.
But it's on the internet live, and we'll soon be on a VOD.
Is it?
No,
Or are
man.
you all just trusting me right now?
I got a goal.
Hi, I'm gonna do my introduction now. I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays playing and running games. I run this one, soon to be a different one. And I also co-facilitate a game called Neon Gods on Fridays with Sid and Savannah as well. then tonight I'm running this game. One programming thing I'll mention quickly because I forgot. We are going to be starting we'll do it at the top in case we lose anybody throughout the stream. 23rd, because this is our finale. July 23rd, not tomorrow. July 23rd is going to be our session 0 for our new game, to be named. We're going to be playing Parslings, and we're doing our session 0 setup, all that. Come join us at the same usual time and place for Saturday Night Star Power on July 23rd. And I think we're going to do a one-shot between now and then on would that be the 9th? Is that what I said? That doesn't sound right, but yeah, no, it's the 9th. On July 9th, we're going to probably do a one-shot just so there's something between now and then. It's probably going to be spooky because I'm going to be running it. That's all I do, spooky one-shots. All right. Yes. Y'all ready to get started? Or finish? Let me change the music because I have another cold open.
Oh no.
The being known as Jove finds themselves once again floating in limbo. Thoughts muddled and fragmented through the walls of the prison which holds them. It's quieter now. The calm before the storm. Something is going to change soon. They can feel it. A pressure mounting at the edges of their mind, winding together the sprawling threads of a millennia of subtle influences, and weaving it into a final tapestry of this design. They can't see beyond this point, can't see the final design until it has come to pass. Light and freedom, or darkness and oblivion. The edges of their mind grow cloudy, with a pressing shadow, the will of something malicious weaving its way into their prison. A rasping voice echoes in their mind, like water forced through the flaws of some great dam. You will be mine soon, and my waiting will be at an end. Jove presses back against the terror, pushing the darkness away, but finding themselves too weak to fully exile this being from their prison. Exhausted, they instead muster a few brief words of defiance. You are merely the shadow which the light of my existence casts upon the waking world. To have my power would mean only your destruction. Only time will tell. As the darkness presses in, Jove feels a different sensation. The proximity of something, or someone, familiar. They smile, as much as a being such as them can, causing the darkness to falter for a moment. Time. I'm afraid time will not be your ally in this fight. The shadows lash out like coiled snakes, and Jove feels the crushing weight of oblivion descend upon them. Picking up where we left off last time. I love watching just Sid sit there and yell after I say something dramatic. You finally spoke with the being Jove, an extra-dimensional god of some sort. They didn't choose to use that moniker, but it was thrown around a couple of times.
They accepted alien god after a little bit,
Alien
so.
god, sure. You finally spoke with Jove, formerly known as Miss Persimmon, a being that has been split up, imprisoned within the obelisk, this golden obelisk that the Isa has been holding on to, and their power divided between the three great anima families, the Isa, the song and the Constantine. Jove explained the history of the obelisk, showing you images of their past, the source of anima powers, and finally, confronting you with the fate of the world. You were left with a choice of what to do with the obelisk at that point, whether to free Jove, to destroy it, and cause everyone in your world to lose access to their anima abilities, or to somehow contain the power in a way that wouldn't cause this destruction, this fissure, this break in reality through which the phantoms and the presence of the mirage is slowly seeping through. You made a plan to contain this power through a series of multiple artifacts to at least buy time and figure out what to do long term, or hopefully stop it permanently by dividing this power through multiple artifacts and spreading them around the world. When you were making this plan, however, Moxie, who had recently woken up from her coma, seemed to be acting strangely, and without realizing it, had approached the obelisk and asked you what she was doing, just as some sort of power caused her to transport the obelisk and herself somewhere else, stealing it and freeing it from the containment center that the Isa had constructed. You sprang into action, locating the obelisk, which wasn't difficult, as a great commotion had been stirred up at its new location downtown on the Vegas Strip, just outside of the Platinum Star Casino. You utilized David Constantine's senatorial abilities to get law enforcement into action, evacuate the zone, and set up AIM checkpoints around to hopefully contain the power, as now outside of the Isa bunker, this obelisk is going to start affecting the people of Las Vegas and eventually the rest of the world, as it is no longer safely contained, bestowing upon them anima abilities and hastening the inevitable tearing of your reality. You split up, taking a few cars over to this quarantine zone. Piper, I believe, going with David towards the AIM setup to marshal those forces. Penny traveling with Feng and her dad, and Vivi. Vivi, however, split off from the group, going to scout ahead, and saw just outside of the Platinum Star Casino the new location of the obelisk, having crushed a fountain in the courtyard just out front, and watched as Moxie was accompanied by Nightingale, as well as the three members of the tribunal, Nemesis, Vulcan, and Thanatos. They approached the obelisk, Thanatos seeming to make contact with it, and this caused a ripple of energy to cascade out from the obelisk, opening a rift in the sky, similar to one you had seen before, over the condominium that you had been investigating. And from this great fissure in the sky, you witnessed something moving in the darkened shadows beyond, and a colossal figure seemed to loom down, and three eyes stacked vertically seemed to look down into your world. However, before she was able to escape, Vivi was approached by Nemesis, who caught You had caught her attention, and Vivi tried to flee. However, Nemesis's strange power seemed to keep her from doing so. And that's what we're going to pick up here today. So, what I would like to do first, before we get into what everybody else is doing, if you are trying to flee. So we did a little bit of like narrative stuff last time. We didn't do any rolls because we were wrapping up the session, but I do actually want to give you an opportunity to get away. You experienced Nemesis, I think, caught you off guard as you tried to jump off of the building that you were standing on away from Nemesis. And she had done something which is similar to Penny's power to rewind time, but it didn't feel the same way. Almost like gravity had inverted for a second, or things were. It didn't feel like time was rewinding. It felt like the forces of nature around you were reversed.
Like jumping through a portal. I'm talking like Portal the video game, like just the
Yeah.
momentum just carried completely in a different direction.
Yeah, you could say it the same without actually crossing through anything. But yeah, it was like suddenly your momentum was shifted in the exact opposite direction. And she has, so you sort of reverse back up onto the rooftop and found yourself caught in her grasp as one hand wraps around your throat, suspending you a few feet off the ground. And she looks at you with this cold stare from beyond these gleaming golden eyes, and she tilts her head a little bit, inspecting you, and she says, "There's no need to run away so quickly. We haven't finished our conversation. Please, inside." What would you like to do? Oh, sorry.
And you seem so pleasant too. I think that caught in the grasp of Nemesis, the only way to escape is gonna be to fight back. So what I want to do is try to distract her with some fast talking. Then while she's distracted by that, go in for a punch, and then while she's distracted by that, run away.
Okay, so
It's a several step plan.
It is. I want to condense this down to one roll. It sounds like the core of the action is the fight to run away.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. Let's do that then. So essentially you're using fight to overcome an obstacle.
This is my desire.
Then it shall be. So let's go ahead and roll.
She's gonna say, "I like your dress. Is it vintage?" And then just like, ah! That is a 6.
That's really good.
It ain't too shabby.
Nemesis's athletics is not her best stat. Rolls a 4. So you succeed.
So it would be like she's using her like bee scarf to like go for her, and I'm assuming that she's going to be using her like her momentum powers to like prevent getting hit. And while she's busy using her powers on that, I'm hopping off of the roof for real this time.
You I think here's what happens. You actually connect with the hit. So you're going for a punch?
Yeah. Well, it's
Okay.
anima infused, but
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, also it's really funny for like, you know, a super powered person to just like full on like, eh. So
You just punch her in the nose.
just with my regular human fist. Why not?
So I like the dress, punch her in the nose. And yeah, it does like it catches her off guard. You just punch her straight in the face. You feel it connect, like the stinging in your hand as you make contact, and you do. She does release her grasp from that, and you watch her kind of stagger back. And I think there's. I imagine Vivi is like she's leaping off the roof, kind of like looking back over her shoulder to make sure she's not about to get got again. You actually see like there's a trickle of like dark blood from her nose where you have clearly like broken it with the punch, and then you see she moves forward, and you watch as the trail of blood sort of retreats and her nose just resets itself, and
Okay.
then she takes that step back forward. So you leap off the roof and you hear a voice calling from behind you and says, "If you're so determined, then I'll see you soon." And you go falling, so catching yourself with your bees and retreating. Where are you going?
I'm just full on like running like straight down the roof for a ways until finally I just like jam my scarf into the side and then just sort of like pendulum and then start running along the side of the roof. And I'm gonna like phone in, call my guys to like let them know everything that they've missed.
Okay, just group call.
Yep.
Everybody gets a call from Vivi. It's a bit windy.
She's gonna try and keep moving, and also like not draw as much attention to herself.
Okay.
Like monsters are starting to like fall from the sky, so right?
No, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, she'll call into the rest of the group, and let them know that, guys, we're a little bit late to the party here.
Sorry, what was that? We're going through a tunnel. I'm just kidding. What do you mean by late?
Not the time to kid, Feng. I just had to punch a god.
All right, we'll unpack that later. What do you mean by late?
She like looks over and there's the like obelisk just like, whoa, they're here. They're all here.
Fuck. Okay. How far are Feng and Penny from the epicenter?
You guys had walked through the barrier and made some revelations to Paul, I believe, at the end of the last session. So you're not too far away. The quarantine area was only within like a quarter mile or something around. Like it's not. They weren't able to. They're trying to get more people out of the city, but it's not too far.
So what do we do now? Do we change plans?
I don't know if we have time.
Piper, I assume you're in the car with David, still about to pull up to the AIM.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it, base of operations.
I put Vivi on speaker. They're all here.
I'm sorry. Who's here?
The terrible, godlike phantom beings that want to kill us.
Weren't they already? You mean they're with the obelisk?
Yeah, like here, like now. Like in the danger zone.
Great. Are you? I'm not the one giving orders here, am I? It's your operation. I'm providing AIM as backup. You said you had a plan.
Okay. You said it.
Do we try to get them away?
Here's what we're gonna do. we're gonna have to split them up.
Okay. And what do we do about the giant fuck off eyes in the sky?
Oh shit! I didn't even notice that.
I just feel like we deal with what's on the ground, and maybe that'll resolve everything.
Okay. So just keep the plan the same, except also we need to deal with them.
We'll deal with them at some point. It'll be fine. Here's what we do. We're gonna get to the obelisk, and we're gonna try to split them up. And I'm gonna
Okay.
sound more confident. We're gonna get to the obelisk. We're gonna split them up, and we're gonna buy Aim and Johan and whoever else is there as much time as we can.
And so you're all in on this splitting up idea, huh?
Unless you want to deal with, all three of them, their powers combined.
No. I just wanted confirmation before I went back up there. She turns around, starts running back up the building.
Please be careful. What do you mean back up? You don't have to explain yourself to me. Please be careful. Feng, Penny, I will see you in a moment.
Keep us waiting.
Vulcan, then?
You guys know him best.
Ugh.
I'll take the little one.
You know them best.
Mm-hmm. Drive faster, please.
Turns to Feng. How do we piss off and separate Vulcan?
Oh, I have some ideas.
I'll follow your lead.
Seems like he might be the easiest to piss off, just saying.
That's true. He is still kind of pissed off from before, right?
I think maybe you and Feng might just have to show up.
Yeah, I think so too. Good luck,
I mean,
everybody. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say don't die.
Don't plan on it.
Okay. That was for the rest of you too.
Feng, do you ever plan on anything?
Once for my friend's sister's quinceañera, I was asked to party plan, and I did a very spectacular job doing that.
Good for you. If you survive, maybe you'll have a thriving party planning business.
If I survive.
We're all surviving, okay?
Right.
Keep
Yeah.
Vulcan away from the obelisk.
Will do.
Vivi, you do whatever you need to do.
Hey, it's Vegas, baby. We're all about luck here.
And I'll fight death. What a Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Okay, I don't think you have to follow the speed limit. You're a senator.
You're going 25 under.
Can we go, please?
It's a government vehicle.
There's like-
you're actually pulling up to the thing right now.
There's like alien gods and eyes in the sky. Can we go?
You actually, I'm stopping because we're here. Can you calm down for just 1 second? And,
Sorry, apocalypse, little on edge.
Takes
I'm so glad I
a
was never planning on running for office.
parks the town car just outside of essentially a police barricade. There's a big van with the AIM logo across the side. There's other like police officers and stuff as well, but they're all staying, mostly keeping the crowds away from the divider and trying to keep people calm as they're ushering more people out of the quarantine zone and trying to keep them away from this obelisk. A few people in the crowd, you notice a few people beginning to look up and like whispering, and like in the crowd, like some people are having like, do you see that? And then other people look and like, no, what are you talking about? Like pointing up to the big rift in the sky.
Yes.
It seems like not everybody can see it yet, but it's slowly pushing to the point where some people are beginning to notice it. However, at the AIM van, as David walks you to the divider, begins to talk to some of the agents there, you see hopping out, full battle kit, is Sally. Looks over to you and says, "About time you got here."
Hey, I'm your commanding officer right now.
Right. Funny.
Also true, the senator said so.
Well, Commander, I'm your backup. Where we going?
All right, bitches. Listen up.
A few people kind of there are a few other aim agents around that look confused. A few of the officers also turn over, like, who is this person? And then a few people in the crowd be like, "Oh my god, is that Piper? That's Piper. Oh, what is Piper doing here?"
Give me
And
1 second. I'll be right with you. Okay. Hello. Some of you know me. Some of you kind of know me, but not as well. You all know me. I'm in charge here, so we're going to get a couple of things straight. There's terrible eyes in the sky. The obelisk is making some people able to see them. It's going to start getting really weird in here. So, we're working on getting everyone away from the obelisk. I have an idea for that. I need the rest of you to back me up in a couple of very specific ways. There are 3 big bad guys. We're going to try to split them up and keep them away from the obelisk and also from blowing things up, killing people, etc., etc. Piper will give general descriptions of them, even though she doesn't know whether or not these people can say them. And then Sally, Claudia, a few of you know Feng, Vivi, and Penny. Here's what they look like. If you see them, you do what they say. Understood?
everyone's very quiet for a moment. A few eyes looking over towards the senator, who just gives a shrug and says, "I said she's in charge." Everyone looks back towards you and begins to head about their tasks, and Sally calls out and says, "Everyone grab a pair of RS goggles from the truck. Make sure your designated squads are ready to engage."
One more
following
thing.
Piper's.
Fires or explosions, top priority. That's where one of the nasties is going to be.
Gotcha. All right. Fire suppression gear as well. Squad C, you're with me. Everyone else, go to your designated areas and follow the patrol routes as we set up. And she begins giving some commands out to the others. Turning back to you. All right.
Don't shoot
Lock and
me.
load then. I'll consider not. What?
Don't die, okay?
Is this when you do a heartfelt, like, apology thing? Like, I'm
Sally,
sorry,
I already
you're sorry.
apologized.
Yeah, but you did it with that tone of voice, and so I don't really know whether to believe it or not.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I didn't tell you everything up front. I was trying to do the right thing. And you got hurt because of it, and that sucks. And it sucks for you way more than it sucks for me. And I will never stop feeling bad about it. And also, there are like 3 terrible demons trying to destroy the world right now, and I like this world, and I want to live it, and I want to have a world to continue to apologize to you in.
All right.
Also, we're hot together. That would be a real waste. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's true, but I'm joking.
No, I mean, I know it's true, but, like...
Do forgive
All
me.
right.
Do you want
You're
to
buying
shoot some
drinks.
things and then think about it?
You're gonna buy drinks for, like, the next month.
Is that all? I can do that.
For starts, yeah.
I can buy drinks forever.
Okay. we'll do more apology stuff when we're not working.
Okay. Be careful.
I will. You too.
Claudia better too. My sister has a big crush on her.
That's gonna be some interesting double dates.
It's gonna be awesome.
All right, let's go. Clanks those metal amplifier knuckles together and heads towards the barricade, which is opened for the two of you and the small group of AIM agents that are following behind to proceed.
Time for some crowd control.
So the rest of the agents go to they disperse to fan out and look for other conflicts that are going on to back up the rest of you if needed.
I just send like a message to the rest of the group saying that I've done this and that I've told the AIM people to help them and to do what they say if they need them.
All right. The rest of you. So let's do Feng and Penny. The two of you have emerged onto the strip across the street from the Platinum Star. The streets are abandoned, cars parked haphazardly in the road, and the overall atmosphere being very quiet and eerie as this silent break in the sky steadily grows larger as you watch like more pieces of the sky itself begin to fall inward as it steadily grows in size. The obelisk immediately before you still pulsing with this ominous energy. As you approach, so I assume you're approaching the casino or the obelisk.
Mm-hmm.
You see the doors of the casino slide open. And from the dimly lit interior, two figures emerge. One is Moxie, and the other is Nightingale. Nightingale's walking sort of slightly in front of Moxie, towards you. Moxie falling behind with a vacant expression on her face, but she looks angry. Nightingale stops a little bit with the obelisk sort of between the two of you, but off to the side enough for you to see, and calls out across the courtyard. I should thank you for, well, everything. I didn't know this was going to be so easy.
Your long game con of poisoning my cousin and then putting her in a coma and making her a sleeper agent, and then eventually after several weeks having her take the obelisk, that was easy?
Part of it.
Sounds extremely convoluted, and like there were many ways that it could have gotten extremely wrong. So I don't know that I entirely believe you.
The core of it was much more straightforward than that. A few words to get you looking in the right places, and then all I had to do was take control of one of you. Look beyond the shadow of the obelisk. Just vague enough to get you looking. I didn't know it was going to be your cousin here, but hey, that worked out. I didn't even know she was going to be in town till we bumped paths again. was planning
her
on
go.
making use of your dumb boy toy there, but this was much easier.
He's not my boy toy, and he's certainly not dumb.
Whatever you say. So, this is all getting started. You're in way over your head, so I recommend you go find a nice, cozy corner of the world to slowly die in.
If you destroy our world, you're gonna destroy yourselves too.
I don't think so.
So what's the big plan there?
You haven't figured it out yet. That is delicious. No, I'm not gonna monologue here. You're just gonna have to figure it out. Or die before you do. Either way. Run along now.
Not without Moxie.
They turn around towards Moxie, and I think lean arm on her shoulder. And cock her head, says, I don't get the impression you even really like your cousin very much. Why risk all of this to get her back?
She's family.
So?
A jerk face like you wouldn't understand that.
Right. Well, no. I'm keeping her.
No, you're not.
And what are you gonna do to stop me?
Penny turns to Feng, slowly smiles a very big, maniacal smile.
Fang just like shrugs in resignation and cracks his knuckles.
I take the jerk face, you grab Moxie.
Sounds like a plan.
Great. I'm gonna throw Omega at I'm just calling them Jerkface now. What's their fucking name again?
Nightingale?
Nightingale, thank you. And attempt to squeeze them to death.
Okay. I guess that's well, you roll with shoot.
Shoot.
Ba-doop.
Shoot daddy. Shoot daddy.
By the way, how do I grab someone who can teleport?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Guess we're gonna find out.
I'm gonna put on some more actiony music.
So that's a 3
Okay.
plus my shoot, which is now a fantastic, which is a 6. So that's a 9.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna defend against shoot.
I wanna shoot, baby.
Shoot daddy. Shoot daddy. Shoot daddy. Daddy.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll fight. Clear. That's only a 2.
It's off the wrong person.
It's a 7 shift hit.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay. That's gnarly. And boy oh boy. Okay, so you're doing like trying to collapse
Yes,
black
like a
hole.
literal black hole. Omega is attempting to surround Nightingale and crush them.
All right. I think
Oh wait, no, they spaghettify, don't they? Can they spaghettify? Can Omega spaghettify them instead?
Spaghettify.
Yeah.
Megan,
Just
try.
like end up right behind them and then just slowly pull them toward a center point, crushing them in the meantime.
It's spaghettify.
Science!
Yeah, I think what happens, I'm double checking here. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna also have Moxie roll something here because we're doing this loose with initiative. I think this is narratively interesting. Moxie's gonna roll hers, and I don't know if this will work. You rolled very high. That's only a 5. Okay. Then I think what happens is the Omega appears behind Nightingale, and there's a flash of concern at this sudden outpouring of just intense focus on them and rage, and your watch as they begin to be like drawn into Omega, and Moxie immediately kicks in action and in like a flash moves to try to grab Nightingale and move Nightingale out of the way, but the pressure, the force of Omega's pull is too great, and isn't able to free Nightingale from it as Nightingale's drawn inside of Omega and seems to disappear.
Now, you're gonna think me an evil man for this, but Fang quickly closes the gap and ends up right next to Moxie, and he's just going to unleash a really wild haymaker right into the stab wound.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, roll to fight. How?
This is not what I meant when I said take Moxie. I meant like remove her from the. Oh, I guess this would kind of remove her from the fight. Okay.
It's a 5 on a fight.
Moxie's gonna roll fight.
When all you've got is hammers.
Everything starts looking like a nail.
That is also a 5.
So they would get a boost on a defense.
Yes.
Unless there's something I can. Would I be able to add on to this with my high concept of Reckless Dynasty Scion? This is a pretty reckless move.
You could if you want to spend a fate point.
Okay, yeah. So that'd be a 7.
A 2 shift hit.
Yeah.
And Moxie's not great right now, but is able to tank that at least. And I think you come up and just punch like straight into like your solar plexus essentially, and because your stab like run through, and you see like there's the splatter of blood, anime style, as she is then like thrown back towards the building and collides with one of the columns that are out front, these like faux marble columns, and there's like dust and debris that gets kicked up.
Turns to Penny, 2 thumbs up.
And then stepping out from the columns, you see the dust. Actually, I think the dust separates a little bit, and in a blur, Moxie is right in front of you again, Fang. And you see a look of anger across her face as she goes to grab you. But we're going to cut away from this for a moment, and we're going to look at what Vivi is doing, as Vivi has said you were returning back on top of the building.
Yeah, she's gonna start running back up the building, and if Nemesis is still there, she's gonna try and keep her distracted.
Okay, you return to the top of the building, kind of swinging back around, and Nemesis has moved to the other, has started walking away. As you then climb back onto the roof and land there, and she turns, looks back at you.
No, seriously, who are you wearing? Because that dress is amazing.
It's vintage, actually.
So am I. And she'll run at her.
God, it was so good. They give you a fate point just for a really good setup and hit there. Oh my God, it was amazing.
You set them up, we spike them.
Go ahead and roll fight.
Vivi, nice kill.
Or whatever you're.
That's a kill.
Nice kill.
Oh God. It's a 2 this time.
Okay.
It's not as good.
Right. Nemesis. Roll defend. Oh yeah, she doesn't have fight. That's right. Okay.
Oh,
That's not what I meant to roll. Sorry.
okay.
That's only a 1.
I just keep seeing big scary numbers.
Sorry, that's roll. I wish it erased the rolls, so there was a setting to erase the rolls after you close out. I always forget to close it. Okay, you succeed with a shift of 1.
With a shift of 1, what does that get me?
Still alive.
It would be a 1 shift hit, so she'll take 1 point of physical stress.
All right. So we're in like melee, just going at it, just like nah.
Yeah, unless there was something else, another way you wanted to flavor it.
It's the scene in the movie where 2 hot girls fight. That's
Start fight. Yeah, I think
it's in every action movie.
you kind of rush in and like begin to fight, and she is not like I don't think she's like as good at fight. She's not trained in fight, so she's not necessarily at the same level as you are with your combat prowess, and you quickly begin to take the upper hand as you begin to level like a series of blows against her, and as we enter Matrix style fight scenes,
Fuck yeah.
you actually drive her back towards the edge of the roof, and you stop as you realize like she's not really resisting the impacts very much. And as you finally are like winded from your blows and have to take a second to gather yourself to figure out what to do next, you watch as she kind of like she spits some blood to the side, now kind of bloodied and bruised a little bit, and smiles at you and says, "All right, let's see how you like the same." And she's going to attack you with shoot. Using...
Shoot, shoot.
Let's see. That's an 11.
Now, an 11, you said? Sorry, I didn't hear the number until after I started talking. Fight is usually a defend skill, yes?
You can defend with fight, or you can defend with something else that you might have.
Look over there!
I can
Look over there!
Look
pull
over
up
there!
the sheet so you guys can see it.
I-
There's a list of...
I have notes on this somewhere.
Yeah, I've got... Here's the sheet there, so you can use that to reference which ones you can defend with.
I have never been able to figure out how to get... Okay. There we go. Now I can move that around and have a looky. You can defend with athletics, contacts, deceive, drive, empathy, fight, notice physique, rapport, stealth, and will. Okay, fun. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, do I? Oh, that is my biggest one, isn't it? Here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a fate point to use my stunt altogether, girls, which allows me to use will instead of use will instead of physique to on any overcome rolls representing feats of strength. Wait, no, does this apply here?
Yeah, I think it would apply here.
Okay, let me just pour water down my face real fast.
Cool off.
It's hot. I wish I could right now. Jesus.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll will instead of physique to defend on this one.
Okay, yeah, that'd be actually very appropriate here. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Come on. I got a 3.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Be 8 shifts.
Sure would.
You can use a fate point to reroll.
Yeah, I probably should. That was a really crummy roll. I'm not expecting to beat this. I'm just trying to mitigate damage at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll re-roll for it. Fate point re-rolling. Gotta hit the thing again first. Oh boy. Come on, game. Come on. I think I did worse.
You did worse.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything else I can do to make that any better.
You can spend another fate point to do something else if you want to invoke an aspect or something else. Because essentially, I'll describe what's going to happen because you rolled very badly and it doesn't seem like you're going to succeed.
Be able to negate it very much?
Yeah.
No.
As you watch like the bruises and the blood on her face begin to reverse as everything sort of resets itself and her face returns to almost unscathed, and then you begin to feel impacts hitting you, like your own punches, except much harder than you could punch. As like suddenly you are just leveled with like strike after strike after strike, as all of this the damage that you inflicted is then returned onto you, and you are driven back to the other side of the roof, kind of like thrown around, until finally you find yourself clutched in her, like she like it is instantly on top of you again and has you by the throat at the edge of the rooftop again and says, I changed my mind. You can go. And she drops you off the roof as you are still stunned from the blows.
Nine shift hit, right?
This will be a 9-shift hit with you hitting the ground unless you have something to mitigate it.
Ooh, I don't think I do. And I haven't got much physical stress. Yeah, I just got 2 spots to put physical stress into. It's been a while since we've been in combat, guys. Remind me how damage works here.
So you have your 1 and 2 stress boxes. Is that what you've got available?
Yep.
So you could mark the 2 stress box, and then you would have to mitigate the rest of the 7 stress, which I don't think is possible.
Yeah, no, so it's a consequence then.
You'd have to take a consequence that would mitigate the rest of it, which there is not. You can take, if you really want to stay in the scene, then once, I think per game you can mitigate up to 8 and take a extreme consequence, which gives you a new aspect.
It's last game, baby. Like, let's do this.
Okay, so you are dropped off the roof, and I think Feng and Penny, you hear an impact as at the last second see out of the corner of your eye Vivi fall and just slam on top of one of the cars in the that have been left abandoned on the strip. Vivi, what is this a consequence? How is Vivi permanently changed from this head?
How heartbreaking do we want to be here?
As heartbreaking as you want.
She's never going to be able to do the flapper dance ever again.
Don't take away the Charleston, not the Charleston.
I mean, you know what we say on this channel. Do it if you're
Let me
nasty.
up, fam.
You know what? Her ass is gone.
It's concave.
It's been mounted over Mr. Krabs' fireplace. Oh my god.
Oh, we were taking this so seriously.
We really were.
Well, the only way that I can justify someone surviving a fall from that height is through interference from their anima.
Yeah.
So it would have to be something to do with Vespa. Like I'm thinking like these bees are doing their darndest to save her life, and there is something that occurs that like either severs her connection with them or like greatly impedes it.
Okay. Yeah. I think here's what happens as you fall. And it's like this slow motion, like, because you're still like your ears are ringing and you're like still like from the last impact took the wind out of you as you are falling, trying to catch your breath, trying to figure out what to do, and you're looking like toppling end over end, looking at the ground, and you manage to call Vespa around you as the bees kind of swarm around you to once again envelop you and then latch onto something to swing you away. And you hear almost like in your mind as Nemesis is looking down and she says, "That won't do." And you watch as a number of the bees around you begin to just like disintegrate, and as like half of the swarm is decimated, not enough are able to absorb the impact, just enough are able to absorb the impact to keep it from killing you, but not to slow your fall as you impact the car.
Not Beatrice.
And you can
She was
decide
2 weeks from retirement.
which ones survived the snap.
The rookie did not survive the snap. Beatrice did.
Beatrice, I don't want to go.
No.
I don't feel so good.
I don't feel
Beatrice.
so
I don't
good.
feel so good, Beatrice.
Feng and Penny. Or let's go back to Piper for a second. Let's get
Okay.
Piper in on this. Piper.
Who has no idea what's going on and is still totally confident.
Yeah. Actually, Piper, I got something else in store for you.
Oh, great.
You are heading down an alleyway with the...
Well, I was gonna do one thing first.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Because there's still a lot of people hanging around this obelisk. I don't know what the fuck Johan is doing, but apparently he needs assistance.
There aren't any people around the obelisk. They're all...
They're
at
not?
They're like a quarter mile away.
Oh, I thought they were closer than that.
No. Everybody's like... Nobody's
Ooh.
within line of sight of the obelisk.
Okay,
at this
great.
point.
Never mind. I'm sorry I
Okay.
yelled at you, Johan. I don't have great spatial awareness.
um,
Okay, I'm going down an alley.
the you are heading down an alleyway, heading towards the strip. You can see the strip on the other side. You can hear some sounds of like cries of panic and something like shattering glass and um, something is going on there. And you're quickly hurrying with Sally beside you, and then rounding the corner at the end of the alleyway, shrouded in darkness, you see a hooded figure as Thanatos steps into the alleyway. This wasn't really the meeting that I was asking for.
Spoiler alert. Us either. So, can we talk this out like very powerful adults, or do we need to hit each other first?
I'm thinking we should talk.
I would love that, actually.
Sally steps forward and, like, not talking to you, but keeping her eyes on Thanatos. The knuckles that she wears beginning to, like, pulse with energy. And she says, "We can't trust this. Take him out before he takes us out."
Okay. That is like the... Are you living? Is it weird to say like the living embodiment? I just don't want to like start off being offensive.
Manifestation, maybe.
Of death. So, you can punch them all you want, but it's gonna take a little more than that.
She cracks her neck and says, "I've been fighting death my whole life."
God,
nice
you're
to
so
punch
hot.
back.
It's not fair. I'm busy.
Thanatos holds out hands, says, "I really rather not fight here, because despite all appearances, we're on the same side."
You keep saying that, and then you keep not telling me anything. So, if we're gonna talk, we're gonna talk.
Fine.
Or I'm gonna
let's
let
talk.
Sally try to kill you.
Waves a hand in front of him, and a shadow falls over the alleyway, and you find yourself cut off from the squad behind you, and also the conflict in front of you, as everything goes to silence, and Sally is the only one there with you currently. I'm gonna change to a little less dramatic music for a second
It's more a different dramatic.
for not fighting. He says, "I only have this opportunity because they're distracted. Something's coming."
Is it the eyes on the sky?
Yes.
Okay. What is it?
The king.
Oh, great. Of course it's a man. You want to elaborate?
The king of the mirage. Tartarus.
I thought Tartarus was a place.
Your mythologies get a lot of things wrong.
That's fair. So, big bad, king of the mirage, lots of eyes, wants to, what, eat the world?
Wants the power of the obelisk and what's contained inside of it.
Okay, wants to eat the obelisk and will destroy the world to get it.
Yes.
Okay. See? Now we're collaborating.
I wanted to broker some sort of treaty to keep this armistice at indefinitely. But it doesn't seem like that's an opportunity I have now.
So what are you doing here?
I'm supposed to be killing you.
Okay, but what are you doing here?
Giving you the chance to make this right. I can step aside long enough to allow you and the others to deal with this in your own way. You won't be able to destroy the obelisk unless myself, Nemesis, and Vulcan break our connection to it.
Okay.
We're powering it currently.
Great. So 3 batteries that hate me.
If you sever their connections, I'll willingly sever mine.
How? Is there an option other than kill them?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Then we'll do that.
Once that connection is severed, the obelisk will be vulnerable, and you'll be able to destroy it.
Right.
Once it's destroyed, the power will be released. We will return to our realm, and the gate will be closed.
Forever?
I'm not omnipotent.
You want to hazard a guess?
That is my hope.
Great. Can't you just, like, and kill them? Like, why? Aren't you deaf?
I don't
just
have
gonna
the power to kill my siblings that easily.
Most people with siblings would disagree with you. Can you help? You, like, put a creepy black hand over their face and, I don't know, give us an advantage or something. Just me. Did I tell you I got kidnapped? We talked about that, right?
Sally, who has been very tense throughout this, says, "No, you didn't mention that."
We can talk about that later. I'm fine.
Yeah, we probably should talk about that. Am I not punching this guy?
No. I got 2 others you can, though.
Roll report.
Okay. 7.
It's really good.
It's my one really good one.
Yeah. Thanatos looks to falter, like that cool exterior breaks slightly. They almost appear human for a moment as they're thinking. I can help. But I want something in return.
Yeah, for a price, of course. What? If it's my soul, you can't have that. I already sold it to the industry.
No. I want to stay in your world.
Why?
Because things die here. There's a balance. My nature is stagnant on the other side. Eternally the manifestation of death, as you put it. Nothing to do.
You aren't much good where nothing dies. What do you do? Do you kill things? Do you, what, eat souls?
I observe.
You watch people die and you like it. Okay.
It's a crass way to put it, but yes. This world's more entertaining.
are you gonna, like, start killing people for entertainment?
No, you do that enough already.
No. You mean people in general.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever killed anybody.
They hold out their hand towards you.
How do I know you're not just gonna start murdering people? To sustain yourself. Or whatever.
You want my help? That's the risk you'll have to take.
I'll take one of you over 3 of you any day. Fine.
You shake their hand. You take their hand. It is very cold, like ice cold. Like you can feel the heat draining from you as you touch them. And they smile and they say, "To stay here, I'll need to tether myself to you, so I'm not pulled back to the other side." And you watch as 2 black lines form around each of your wrists, yours and Thanatos's. And there's almost like a tether between them that seems to disperse as your hands break apart, though the black ring remains. And so then they say, "As long as you live through the battle, I'll be able to stay."
So you better not let me die.
I'll help how I can.
Guess we're besties now. Got the bracelets.
The dome of shadow fades from around you, and Thanatos vanishes as well. Sally says, "That's real stupid. This was real stupid. We should have just punched him. I could have taken him."
They would have killed both of us probably instantly. If there's one you need to be afraid of, it's that one.
All right, we doing this or what?
Yeah. Find the biggest fire and head that way.
All right.
I
You
text
merge
everybody
onto
else.
the-
Thanatos helping, don't shoot.
You emerge onto the strip, and you can see the chaos outside of the Platinum Star Hotel. Vivi has just... You see a car that has been smushed. I don't know if you can see Vivi in it right now, but...
Holy shit.
Feng and Penny. Feng, I'm going to need you to roll to defend as Moxie is gunning for you.
Okay.
And put our action music back on.
I got a, a 5 for defense.
5. Moxie's going to attack with fight. That's too many dice.
You want to switch, Penny?
That's a 4. So you succeed. I think you get a boost, or... I believe you get a boost when you succeed on a defense roll. Oh, no. Okay, so when you tie, the opponent gets it. Okay, you don't get anything. You just avoid the
consequences.
What happened? Okay, so the Moxie goes jolting, like phasing towards you, and moves to strike you, like palm first. How does Feng defend?
There is a... Basically, he whips his hand to the side to try and parry the blow. And as he does so, there's a burst of light as armor like just attaches onto him.
Okay.
It is not any of the previous armors anyone has seen before. It is actually it's a piecemeal of all of the armors combined. It leaves this half jacket that is around his shoulders and with a hood. Around his neck is a pair of headphones that have like a turtle shell design on them. The gauntlets have dragon mouths. The boots and shoes are like feathered, and then he has the scarf with the 2 tiger claws attached to the end of it around his neck.
Love it. You
Why?
the armor forms and you parry her arm to the side, and as you do that impact, you watch as the column next to you, there's just a hole blown through it as Moxie accelerates the atoms of in the cone in front of her, and just blasts a hole through space. But you avoid the attack. Moxie still seems to be enraged as you are fighting her. Penny, what are you doing? You've seen Vivi fall. Feng is fighting your cousin.
This is hard.
You know what? I'll make it harder. As you are taking in, deciding what to do, there is a raging pillar of smoke that begins to erupt from the front of the casino, and stepping out, leaving burning footfalls in their wake, you see Vulcan, engulfed in fire, it completely unhinged at this point, and you hear them bark out, says, "I will burn all of you to ash and scatter it to the 4 winds."
Fang looks over to Penny and yells, "Tag out."
And as you go to switch, Penny, you go towards Moxie, and Fang is going towards Vulcan? Is that what I'm getting here?
Yes, that's Fang's intent.
Penny's gonna yell, Piper? More like Pied Vivi. Points toward the car. Lead him that way. Get Vivi up.
All right, Fang, you rush in to engage through the heat. Penny, you stare down the enraged visage of your cousin, and
Can I wrap her up?
yes, we can try to do that. I'm gonna go and take our break here. So I was gearing up towards something, then we'll do that when we come back. As Vivi, you are you are coming to your senses, ears ringing, staring up at the sky above you. And you see something in the sky that suddenly lands around you, as essentially standing over you on the car, you see Nemesis. And she looks down at you. Still breathing. We'll have to fix that. And as she reaches down, a gunshot rings out, which strikes her in the head and sends her kind of toppling back a bit. And you, dazed, look over and you see a small group of AIM agents, one of them kind of running forward. As they pull off their helmet, you see some glasses glinting from underneath, as Johan comes running to your aid, firing his weapon at Nemesis.
You mean to tell me this motherfucker was named this entire time?
Nope, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, good.
I'm guessing this is a recent change.
Yeah.
You guys are excited, but if this doesn't kill Nemesis, this is very bad. This is a very bad thing that just happened.
What? No.
And as she staggers back, staying on her feet, the bullet dislodging itself from her skull, she glares over in the direction of Johan, and a chill runs through Vivi's spine.
Can I act? Can I
Let's
do
go
something?
to take our break here.
Oh god!
And you can act when we get back. So everyone stay tuned. We are going to take a quick break, and we'll come back to finish up our session and our season and our series. See y'all soon. Welcome back, internet. We're about to finish up our game here, so let's just jump back into it without horsing around. I'm gonna take us back to our dramatic music.
I've been screaming nonstop since we went on break.
Yeah. So where we are right now, just to recap, Piper and Sally, along with a small contingent of AIM agents, have arrived on the scene. The fight between Moxie and Feng have shifted, so Penny is now engaged with Moxie. Feng is going to take on, distract Vulcan, and Nemesis was about to try to finish off Vivi, who she threw off a building, when she was shot in the head by an AIM soldier who turned out to be Johan. So, Vivi.
Yeah?
What are you doing?
As Vivi
Johan, obviously.
As Vivi
We'll get there.
realizes what's happening.
I'll wait.
Savvy looks so sad for being so thirsty. I love it.
I think that, like, this is what she would like to do.
Okay.
But I'm gonna activate Mosaic Shuffle, which is what I should have done to begin with.
Okay.
So that is a fate point.
Yes.
And what I want to do is, without harming her, is knock a leg out from under her, catch her, and then roll off the car in the opposite direction while screaming, "Get Johan out of here!"
Okay, so you're essentially trying to, like, contain, like, capture her.
I'm gonna wrestle. I'm not fighting her. I'm holding her. I'm giving her a hug. I'm going
That's
to
good
very
too.
prevent harm.
Okay. So essentially you are, I don't know if this would be create an advantage or overcome a situation. This is probably more of create an advantage. We'll go with that. So this sounds like an athletics or I don't know, do you have a stat that you were thinking about trying to, or fight yours too?
I'll tag a stunt again. All
Okay.
together, girls. Let's use will.
Okay. How does this work now that your bees have been decimated?
It's a good question. What is, like, let me check what my Mosaic Shuffle should be now. +4, so maybe make it a +2 now.
I'm trying to think if there's some way we can do it without just, like, weakening or nerfing your abilities, because really it's a new
What?
I
mean,
it's
like-
it's something I can compel at this point. So I think necessarily what we're gonna do is just do it like normal. But you have what is the new aspect that you have, by the way?
My new aspect is called colony collapse.
Oh. Okay. Then yeah. So we'll go and do it, but there is something I can compel now to reduce your rolls, if I choose to.
Gotcha.
So, but you have less bees now, essentially. Like Vespa's smaller.
Right. Less
yeah.
to work with, but
Yeah.
they're all very determined.
Yeah. Okay. Go and roll will.
I'm doing a will roll. Mosaic Shuffle is activated.
Mm-hmm.
I get one free invoke off of that, right?
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Got it. We're going for it then.
And
we're making
voices today.
Oh, and now I get to roll good, huh?
We're
It's a
just
finesse
testing
and
stuff
gotta-
out
Yeah, you know, we gotta
for
throw
the
it all
next
out there.
season.
Oh, never mind. That's not a good roll. Well, it's still good. Well, is it? My brain's
You-
not working. I
You
can't.
rolled, yeah. So +5. Is that with the mosaic shuffle, or is your?
That's
will
not with the
+5?
Mosaic Shuffle.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, you rolled a
6,
+1
7,
on the dice, which is statistically better than average.
Good.
Because a 0 is an average roll in Fate. So
Alrighty. So
you
I
might just want to stick with that.
I'm at an 8 with and we're creating an advantage here, right?
Yeah.
That's
And
that's where I'm at then.
Your mosaic shuffle only does +2.
It does +4.
Okay, so you're at a 10.
You're at 10.
Oh shit. Sorry, I just forgot how math worked for a second.
Yeah.
So yes, that was to answer your question from earlier. That's a really good roll.
That's a
Yeah,
good
no,
roll.
actually, it turns out it's a pretty good roll.
Okay, she's gonna contest with with something that's not nearly as good. Oh wait, that's not that's the wrong character sheet. That's why I'm having trouble here. Where's Nemesis?
She's dead. She's gone. Never mind. No worries.
No. She's actually gonna defend with notice. She has a stunt I forgot about till now called Destiny's Child. You can defend with notice against attacks you could reasonably see coming. I laughed when I wrote that name of these, so that's too many. It's too many, John. There we go. That's a 5. That's a 5 shift hit against her. Actually, no, you're trying to create an advantage. So that is a good success. A success with style. I forgot.
We've
how to
played
write
this
name.
game before.
We have.
It's
It's
been a hot second since combat though, so
Yeah, so you get a situational aspect with 2 free invocations against her. What is the aspect you would like?
pinned.
Pinned. Okay, I like it.
Because I knock her legs out from under her, I bear hug her, and then I roll off the car in the opposite direction.
Things getting kinky here. Okay. Pinned. 2 free invokes. Nice. Well done. All right, yeah, you grab her and roll her off the car. And Johan is still approaching unless somebody goes to stop Johan.
I'm gonna shout at him, "Get out of here! She's going to kill you."
I think she's going to kill you.
I'm not the one who just shot her in the head.
Let me help.
You can't.
You idiots are gonna kill all of us.
Are we all there?
I've been like trying to explain
you're
as
all
quickly
in
as
there.
possible.
Just trying to decide if Piper's is letting this happen.
Yeah, Piper could jump in if she wants. I think she's the only one not actively.
Yes, do we all
making
know what
somebody.
Nemesis can do at this point?
I don't think you've officially been told.
Not yet.
Great.
But-
Okay.
Yeah.
There's only so much that I can say in the middle of combat. Like, I think that "you can't" is followed by a quick try to explain whilst Nemesis does some bullshit.
All right. So yeah, Piper, if you want to jump in and try to do something in this situation while Johan and while they're bickering.
I mean, Vivi's clearly trying to pin her, so
Yes.
I'm just going to contribute
Okay.
with sound waves, baby.
Okay. Go and roll.
I'll manifest Vega in front of me and then use him to focus the sound like way down so it's just like on top of her. I don't know
Okay.
what am I rolling? Fight?
Yes. Unless you have something that lets you roll something different.
I don't think so. Nope, that's for initiative. Nope, that's for defending. That's okay. It's 1. Oh my god, math is so hard. 4.
She rolls a 9.
Good.
There's a
fine.
free invoke on the table if you want to snag one of those against her because she's pinned, which should bring you up to a 6, and then so you'd be 3 off if you want to try to.
Could call my manifest overdrive.
You could, yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay.
She seems very dangerous.
I recommend it. It's
Yeah.
very useful.
It is useful. It's a useful ability I gave y'all. You should use it.
6, and my manifest overdrive is 4.
So you're at a 10, so you
10.
succeed. And I think
It
we'll
is
call
the
this
loudest sound anyone's ever heard.
maybe call this an overcome. You're taking advantage of what Vivi has set up here. And I'm going to assume Vivi maybe rolls off at the last second, so is not caught in this as well.
Well, that's why I was thinking that I would use Vega to, like, because usually she just does, like, a big blast, and instead of Vega just amplifying it, instead it's, like, Piper, and then Vega, I don't know, like, narrows
Concentrating it.
focuses, yeah, like, concentrates it down into,
It's
like,
like-
a beam.
Yeah, we're taking
Down.
like the hose and we're twisting it so it goes
Yeah.
from fan mode to jet.
Okay, so you're taking this hose and blasting her in the face with it. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm getting here. Okay.
More of a body shot.
Okay.
So
Something
So I'm
very
trying-
difficult that will pin her,
I'm in the
keep her
middle of it.
pinned.
in the middle of explaining, she takes whatever you hit her with and throws it back. Loud noise.
Screaming.
Okay. Yeah, and as it blasts into her, kind of like pinning her down, you're holding her in place there with the scream. Johan, I think, comes around the crushed car and has his gun drawn, aiming it down at her, and is about to pull the trigger at Nemesis. Vivi, what do you do?
How does Nemesis look?
She is. I'm trying to think. Like, there's this like warping of the air around her. She's being blasted. Like her torso is getting hit with this sound wave. But you're beginning to see her like slowly moving to like get back to her feet.
I don't even know if she can be killed. She's just gonna try and finish explaining. She's rubber. You're glue. Whatever you do to her happens to you. I didn't mean to rhyme there.
Go ahead and roll rapport
Oh God.
with Johan.
Does she get a +2 because Johan's got the hots for her?
She wants to invoke that with a fate point.
Oh no, I have got no rapport. I have none. I have 0. Oh God. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, well, I just got to roll flat then.
Yep.
Let's see how this roll goes first. Those guys. Yeah, those guys. Bop. I need to roll many of these. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bop. That's a -1.
Okay. I think Johan steps forward and, like, as he's cocking the gun, he's like, Vivi, for once, just don't argue with me. And he fires. And as he fires, the bullet impacts her body, impacts the body in front of you. It doesn't seem to really stagger Nemesis too much, and he fires like continues to fire until the gun is basically empty, as she is standing up, it having almost no effect. And he grabs your arm and begins to pull you away from her, Vivi. Says, come on, we have to get out of here. Vivi, come on.
Is she gonna do something? Like, she's getting up, right?
Yeah, she's getting up.
Fucking, I don't want to leave Piper with her. I don't know how her powers work, because she might be about to put all of these fucking bullets into Piper. Fuck.
I've been shot before.
Not this many times.
Fair.
She needs to be able to actually hit anybody to do anything. God damn it. Okay, fine. I'm gonna try and push him out of the way of whatever she's about to throw at him.
Okay. Here's what happens then. Nemesis. Piper, you see Nemesis beginning to get up, resisting this blast from you and Vega. As she's like staggering to her feet, and do you just continue to keep up the blast while this happens?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna like double down on it. Kind of following Vivi's lead here.
Okay.
Since Piper doesn't really know what she's capable of.
All right. So,
Which is
Nemesis.
no one's fault but her.
Nemesis is going to make an attack then. I'm going to roll to shoot at you, Piper.
Okay.
You can defend, obviously. Wow.
Oh, eat shit.
I rolled 4 negatives.
Holy butts.
Okay,
I might re-roll that.
Is she using fight?
No, she's using shoot.
Oh, okay, just kidding. I can't do that against shoot. I can only do it against fight. Dang, I have some very specific abilities, huh? Okay. Oh god. Oh no. 3?
I made 2 free invokes, right?
Can
Yes,
I
you
have
did.
one?
Yeah, you can use.
So
or-
how
Take
do
it. Fucking take
5?
Okay. She rolled a 4. with her -4 on the die.
Use up your resources to hit me.
Yeah, I think she is. I think she's gonna. I'm just gonna invoke.
Use 'em
for
up.
I'm gonna invoke
Use
for
'em
the
up.
reroll, rather than the +4 because or the +2 because that was a terror roll. She's gonna invoke her aspect.
Piper is literally untouched.
Let's go with. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Chaos Theory for Dummies, and is going.
God, they're
to,
all good.
Is going to.
There's some really good move names, Val. Like,
I will.
top-notch.
I will read you guys all the aspects that I've written for these characters.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that
in the future or after the game, and she's gonna reroll that. Roll again. That's an 8.
Ow.
So would you roll a 5?
5.
Cool. It's a 3-shift hit.
Okay.
As I'm gonna say, because of this, the way that the
this
attack
is physical.
worked. Yeah. Okay. So essentially, what happens is suddenly she just like breaks. You feel this like staggering shockwave blow you back as all the sound that you've been throwing at her like is reversed and sends you flying backwards. Vivi, as you're standing there like wrestling with Johan, like trying to get in the way and trying to block him, you watch Piper just go flying past you and slamming into a car, and following that is an explosion of all of the bullets that were fired into her as well, just go flying out in a spray around her. Piper, you taking the impact from the sound waves. As the bullets come flying out, I think Vivi, you throw yourself in front of Johan and kind of shield him for a second, and just like waiting for the impact, and it doesn't happen. And you look up, and Piper, I assume you're pretty stunned right now from the impact you just took.
Yeah.
Do you have to mark any consequences, or you just mark a stress
No,
box?
I have a stress box.
Okay. You both see
Stressed.
Nemesis looking confused for a second as all the bullets seem to have just decay, like rusted away in the air, and just like dust hits you.
He was telling the truth.
And standing behind her is Thanatos. And she turns around.
I'm not an idiot.
Thanatos says, "Change of plans, sister," and places a hand on her, and she recoils almost immediately as he touches her, and you watch as her skin begins to sort of rot away and decay, like aging incredibly quickly, and she is just crumbles to dust in front of you. And Thanatos says, looks over at all of you. "She seemed to be the one you were having the most trouble with."
It's just kind of where we ended up first. Thank you. Where's your shitty brother?
You see a burst of fire over near the obelisk. That way, throwing a tantrum. I'm tapped, though, so I won't be able to help you with him.
It's fine. We know what to do with him. Just looking at Penny, who was definitely going to decapitate him, like, yesterday.
I'll see you when it's done. And fades into the shadow.
First things first. Penny was facing off with Moxie.
Yes.
It's finale time. Can I get weird?
When has
Something
that
you've
ever
never
stopped,
done
y'all?
before in your life.
Again, when has that ever stopped, y'all? Yes, of
It's
course
true.
it'll get weird.
First on the channel that Sid actually has to ask to get weird.
Yeah, like why are you asking permission during finale time?
It's
It's
any
weird.
excuse. It's Wednesday.
It's
Wednesday.
Wacky
It's
Wednesday.
wacky.
Okay. I want to almost do like a flashback here to like the car when we were doing all that research, like very quickly on the way here.
Okay.
And whatever role seems necessary, Penny wanted to figure out a way to get Moxie back.
Oh, like to break
break whatever hold that Nightingale has, or I was thinking even like drawing it out of her.
Okay. I can say that you did that. Well, let's just say it happened. We don't have to roll for that part. So I will say Nightingale's powers seem there's some lore and stuff, some like mythology that maybe connects to Nightingale. You're unsure, but when phantoms like control people, manipulate people for long periods of time or over long distances, usually they are investing a piece of themselves inside that person. So it's like taking part of themselves. So very likely, and the fact that I think that Moxie is still being controlled now that Nemesis seems to be, or not Nemesis, now that Nightingale isn't even here, makes you believe that Nightingale has somehow like almost possessed Moxie. So like you will have to somehow extract that out of her.
Could Omega literally like black hole suck that influence out of her?
We're getting a bit far away from time manipulation with this one. The more Omega does the gravity stuff.
I will use like a lore on this. I will tap my fucking what do you call it? Maximum overdrive for this.
Sure, I'll allow it. I'm good.
Like I will warp time. I will attempt to warp time to before she was possessed. I don't care. I just want this shit out of her. We need her back.
I mean, space and time and like it's all connected, man. So, sure.
Okay.
Wednesday.
I've let y'all do weird things. So yeah, we can try that.
Okay.
I mean, temporally shifting her back to a time when before she was possessed sounds pretty wacky to me, baby.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Can I tap my maximum overdrive?
Yeah, you can do that if you've got the save points for it. Something I was gonna say. This is more of an overcome than an attack, though.
Okay.
So what were you thinking? I was thinking like will probably would be the closest.
Okay. I can do will.
I can't think of anything. Will's probably the one you would use for this.
Okay.
Because you're not shooting your cousin.
No, I'm not shooting her. I'm saving her. Okay. Okay. So 1.
Okay.
Plus my will is a 4, is a 5. Plus my maximum overdrive, which is a 4, bringing it to a 9.
Which is very good. I'm glad we're in the finale because y'all's rolls have gotten redonkulous.
We've broken fate.
Oh, you broke this fucking game.
Broken. I broke it by giving y'all
Manifest
maximum overdrive. Yeah.
We love you though.
Here's what happens. Omega kind of forms around Moxie as you have Feng has retreated, and as she is going to, and again in this like feral state, almost pursue Feng, you step in front of her, hands out, and she pauses for a second, and then as she is going to strike you, Omega forms behind her, and you watch as her body kind of locks up for a second, and there's this shifting, like this shaking around her as you are rewinding her very quickly and pulling this essence out of her. And as she rewinds, because I want to get spooky here, that shaking kind of stops, and you watch as this like that mist substance from before that you've seen with at Nightingale's like hideout begins to pour out of Moxie's mouth, and then it coalesces into this image, this massive snake, which lunges at you for one final attack. Penny, so Smoke Snake is going to attack you.
Snake.
Let's go. Yeah. Too many. There we go.
Woof.
That's a 10.
Woof. Okay. Can I have Omega just, I guess not so lightly because we're kind of in a hurry, kind of drop Moxie where she's at, and can I shoot him at him and try to swallow this? Literally just swallow the smoke
Essentially
snake
trying
to
to
defend.
well, so essentially Omega's pulling this essence out. It is like Nightingale's attacking you before it is enveloped by Omega. So essentially, yes, you can use Omega to try to like overdrive what Omega's already doing to get Nightingale before Nightingale gets you.
Okay.
So that was a very complicated way of saying yes, you can.
All right.
Roll.
Roll and shoot to defend. Because this isn't. I'm defending here.
Oh, you're defending. I was debating. Well, okay, yeah, I'll let you do shoot. Even though shoot's not technically one you can use to defend with, I'll allow it.
I can do fight too.
No,
whatever.
we'll go shoot. I think
Okay.
shoot's fine. Because you're able to use shoot to fight. So.
Yeah, it's a -1. So that's a 5. Oh god. Okay. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna use a fate point to tap one of my stunts, which is let's do the time warp. Which is when I spend a fate point to re-roll, I can add a +2 to that roll, as I have literally been here before.
Okay.
So I'm gonna re-roll that because that was shitty.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a -1, so I'm not. Nope. We're re-rolling, and then I'm adding a +2 to whatever I re-roll.
Okay.
That is much better. Okay, so that's a 1 plus the re-roll +2 is a 3 plus my shoot is a 6, which is a 9. Do I use another fate? Nah, fuck it. Let him get a piece of me. Cause fuck you. Fine, he gets a piece of me. So that's a 1 shift hit. So
I'm gonna spend a fate point for Nightingale because it's Nightingale's swan song. To add a +2.
Shit. Okay. Fine.
And use your aspect of cracks under pressure.
Fine.
I think Moxie is like as you ramp up the effect, you see it having a like Moxie almost looks like she's in pain in that moment, and is ultimately drawn into Omega as well, and you're realizing that by ramping this up, you are actually endangering Moxie. And that little bit of hesitation is enough for Nemesis to sink their fangs into you, and you feel this blinding pain as you take a 3 shift hit.
3 shift hit. Okay. All right. I can take the stress. Okay.
No consequence though, right?
No.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry. Penny's unhurt as of right now.
Never gonna get to use this ability. Okay. That's but as you are hit, is pulled away. You feel the fangs retracting and drawn into Omega with a screech as Nemesis as Nightingale is gone and Moxie collapses to the ground.
Let's run over to her real quick.
She seems to be alive. She's just unconscious. And Feng.
Hi. Yes.
You get blasted with fire as you're running at Vulcan. And then you'll be able to take your action against him. Because Vulcan angry and isn't going to wait for anybody to do anything. So you can roll defend. He's rolling fight.
Okay. If it's just the fire, can I do physique or should I do fight?
You can do fight.
Okay. Here we go. Ooh.
6.
4. So that's a 2 shift hit on me.
Yes. As you are blasted with flames, your armor negates any sort of long-term consequences you might face as you push through it, and the flames just roil around you as you head towards the core where Vulcan is at. What do you do, Fang?
I'm gonna fight him.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna, well, first I'm gonna manifest my overdrive.
Okay.
And then fight him and then see where that gets me.
Okay. Yeah, like how you said, manifest your overdrive. Because that is not the way that I sort of envisioned that word. Like, it's a manifest over your overdrive, your manifestation.
Okay, well,
but I like manifesting your overdrive too.
Yeah.
Maximum overdrive. I imagine when he does this, the parts that have been paste mailed on are like this nice green shade, but when he activates overdrive, they slowly start pumping this liquid gold.
Yeah. All right. What you got?
I got a 9.
Okay. And they will defend with fight as well.
Oh, make that a 10 because I have the scion sword thing.
Oh yeah, you got the sword in your chest. Right. Okay. Rolled a 6.
Defend.
So you take the 4 shift. This is where you got into last time, Vulcan. You started taking hits too early and you got hurt very badly. My sweet boy. I think we'll... Yep, it's just going to take that. Okay.
Damn.
Okay. So, 4 shift. So, it marks a physical stress box. 4.
Do I... Because then I would add a +4, make that a 14. And then...
It's Wacky Wednesday, motherfuckers. Let's do this.
Numbers don't go that high, RJ.
Yeah, they do.
No, I'm pretty sure they stop at 10.
Because I get the free invoke with my first manifest, right?
Yes, you do.
So
But
if I do that, my level is a 4, so I could add it up to a 14 on this one.
Yes, you could do that, but don't.
Which I have an idea. I hope it works because I'm going to do it.
We're rapidly running out of numbers.
That was a very a very sad request by the GM.
Don't.
You could, but
I'm
don't.
sorry,
please
Val,
don't.
but this might be actually really funny to
No,
everyone
go
else
for
on
it.
the table.
You can go for it. It's fine. I hate you, but yeah, go ahead.
Let your mind go haywire.
Let your mind go
Okay.
haywire.
Yeah.
So that's
If you one-shot Vulcan, I'm gonna be so.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Penny
But
will
make it cool.
Make out with him on the battlefield if you
9.
one shot.
That's a 9 shift hit.
If it's a 14, are you adding anything on top of that?
Well, I'm gonna see where he's at after that.
Well, so you know, so yeah, you rolled a 14. What did I roll? I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
So it's an 8 shift hit.
Okay.
That would be his 4 physical stress box and a moderate consequence.
Or he can rename one of his consequences and take a big ol' hit.
And take the big one. I don't know.
Well, if I remember correctly, he also has a severe consequence,
He
right?
does already have a severe consequence.
So I'm going to ping my last fate point to use Dragon's Fury. Once per scene, when you force an opponent to take a consequence, spend a fate point to increase the consequence's severity. If your opponent was already going to take a severe consequence, he must either take a severe consequence and a second consequence, or be taken out. So that moderate is going to
So-
shift up to a severe,
And
which
he
will...
can't take a severe, so he's taken out. You know what? I'm just gonna let it happen. I'm gonna let this ride because I could start spending fate points, but honestly, I kind of
Listen,
like this.
Vulcan did his
We got other
job.
stuff
I'm
to
at
get through.
0 now.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's a series of Feng yanks the ignition key out of his chest and it forms into a long bow staff. He spins it around his body, hits Vulcan once over the head, body shot. He then basically slams the top of Vulcan's head and the bow staff goes spinning in the air. Fang jumps up after and then brings it back down again over and over.
as you slam him down and like driving him down to the ground, he falls, collapsing, falling to his knees. As you continue to strike, and as the smoke in the flames begin to fade and sputter, you just see this like charred remnants, like his arm has fallen off, the flames having died to cinders, and his body now mostly charcoal. Just the last embers of flame inside of him at his core and running up his his throat to his jaw, and he chokes out a gasping laugh and says, "You cannot stop it now."
Save it for someone who cares. Stomps.
And you stomp and just ash scatters everywhere. Well, okay.
Okay, time to break this obelisk thing now.
As this happens, there's this force around the obelisk that has dwindled and dissipated. Is now just like it's like pulsing very slowly to where it was before.
Tuck Moxie in like a corner somewhere, like put some just sheet metal in front of her so she doesn't like get hit with anything. Pat her awkwardly on top of the head and then rush over to everybody else.
I feel like all of this was happening simultaneously. So
Yes.
Vivi's still planking over Johan. And she's gonna turn around and look at Piper, just kind of like assess what just happened, and she's like, Thanatos is on our side now?
Yeah, did you not get my text?
I was kind of busy. You
Fair.
did that, right?
Yep, that was me.
Good
You're
job.
welcome.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. And then she
That
like
hurt.
turns back around, looks down, and like Johan's there, and she's like, okay, I can explain. That was Nemesis. Her power is to hit you with whatever you hit her with. So all of those bullets, we're gonna go right back at you. And she just killed half my girls. And I don't have anyone else. I don't have anything. It's why I steal, so they can't have you, and I can't lose you. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else for you to shoot, so I'm gonna get up now.
And he just kisses you. And then he stops. He says, I shouldn't. That's very unprofessional.
Yeah, she grabs him and kisses him back.
Whoa, when did this... Okay.
Pretend like you're not here.
Turns around.
Feng turns, Penny like rushes at him and just kisses him.
Oh,
That was amazing.
not half bad yourself.
I kind of hoped that Moxie could join us in this, but she's kind of unconscious, so...
I'm sorry, I'm kind of monogamous, but you know...
What? No, not... No.
Okay. Yeah. Not the time for the joke. Got it.
Sally has kind of sidled up to you, Piper, and says, why are they all just making out?
Adrenaline.
Right.
And Vivi never shows emotion, so it's all kind of...
They do know there's still a hole in the sky.
Well, they know.
Okay.
I'm just giving them like 30 seconds. And
You hear over the radio on Sally's shoulder, Claudia comes in. Hey, why is everyone over there making out? Is that an anima thing?
Tell her it's an anima thing.
Yeah, it seems to be an yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with it. Hold on. Some sort of horny anima, I'm not really sure.
You're going through a tunnel. Should we be kissing?
I try to maintain an air of professionalism.
Okay. That's fair. It can wait.
Yeah, after.
Oh no, Sally, the horny anima is going after you next. Look out!
Yeah.
She'll
there's
punch me.
still a hole in the
Okay.
sky. What are we doing about the obelisk?
Something, destroy it.
I thought we were gonna not do that.
Who is the plan?
Weren't we gonna split it up and not destroy it? We talked about this last time, and I remember there being a reason that I was like, maybe we shouldn't destroy it, because that seems bad. I super don't remember what it was, because that feels like it was about 2 weeks ago.
You know what? You're right. I do remember this.
Do you remember
Over
us
the
talking about
radio,
that?
you hear
I remember us
Constantine asking a status report. And Sally just says, here, why don't you explain it to him?
Okay. Hi, David. It's Piper. Oh,
Hi,
over?
Piper.
Do I have to say over?
No, it's fine. What's the status of the obelisk?
It's calmed down. Nemesis and Vulcan are dead, or at least gone from this world, which is great.
All right. Can Moxie transport the obelisk back to the Isaac
Moxie's
compound?
out of commission.
All right. Not a great time for that. We need that back now. We're already starting to notice more side effects.
Yeah, no shit. It's not
over
a
here.
great time for any of this, David. All right, we're doing our best. She had a weird shadow snake possessing her or something. She's down for the count.
I also might have punched her in the stab wound.
Don't
All right,
have
well,
to say that part.
if we can't get it back right now, and we can't contain it until we can safely deal with it, the only option right now is to destroy it.
There's nothing else? You don't have like a portable containment unit for like a nuke or something?
Not
You're a
for
senator.
30-foot tall slab of gold.
Well, sorry if I overestimated your abilities.
All right.
I could get a transport out here to move it, but it's gonna take some time. Time that longer it waits, the more people around here are going to start notice effects, and that hole in the sky is going to keep getting bigger. So
I put him
we
on
can wait, but
mute.
you're going to be what?
No, I don't mute him. I let go of the button so he can't hear him saying.
Oh, there's a big hole in the sky, and you're going to have to be ready to see what comes out of it while you wait.
We gotta make a
It's
decision
your
now.
choice. Yeah. Or no, I couldn't hear that. You muted
can't hear
yourself. Yeah. Piper, you there?
I'm tired of his attitude. We gotta make a
Piper, you
decision
there?
now.
Over.
Right.
Piper, did we lose?
There's a little
I think you're
nozzle.
breaking up. I couldn't understand what you said. Piper,
Let me just turn
I
the
have
microphone
never missed my dad
over.
less.
we got to get a radio out there right away. I can't.
Took him off. We gotta make a decision now.
If we
David is
really,
not out.
if we really want to try and preserve this thing, I can try and siphon some of the power out.
Yeah, but like all of that going into you, what's that going to do to you?
Still don't think putting it in a person is a good idea. I do remember
I'm
that
not
part of
going
the
to
argument.
Y'all, I think it's time.
For what exactly?
Penny wants to let Jove out.
Well, what happens if you do that? Vivi's
All of
fixing
the-
her hair, which is all mussed from making out for a prolonged period of time.
Naturally.
On the road. Yeah. Some gravel.
And also like a lot of wrestling and falling off a roof.
For some
Yeah.
reason, she has his helmet.
Like half on her head.
Who
Yes.
never knows what happens when you're making out.
No.
We destroy the thing. Jove
The
gets
power
to do
Goes
whatever.
back to her, and the dark. I'm guessing it's probably that thing. Looks up at the sky, whatever that is. It doesn't get to affect our world anymore.
Thanatos says if we destroy it, essentially it'll wall off the other side. Hopefully permanently.
And if we let Jove out, what, they get everlasting power?
That's what I'm afraid of.
It sounds like she already had it, along with a bunch of other creatures that also do.
And
What
she
about-
did something to get locked in a box.
What about Fang's idea? I mean, like, not exactly Fang's idea. All that going into one person is not a good idea, but all of us, all four of us, stronger together. Just ask the
You-
bees.
I want to siphon the power into the four of us.
It's a possibility.
And then what happens if we don't explode?
We're
Hold
that
it until we can
powerful.
put it somewhere else.
Continue the cycle.
Put it off for someone else to deal with.
That does seem unfair.
So, how do we break the cycle?
We break it right now.
Yeah, we destroy the obelisk. Puts up the wall. Jove gets to be Jove, and whatever happens to us, happens to us. But it doesn't happen to anyone else.
Vote on it.
Are we gonna lose?
I think so. Kind of looks back at Omega. I'll miss you, buddy.
Pseudopods over the shoulder like a liquid cap.
I don't don't think I can do that.
You're more than just Vega. You're Piper.
Well, we're Piper and Vega.
Read in one of the books that my family believed that these spirits came out to help enhance our greatest skills. So you are Piper. You do have natural talent. I'm not saying it's gonna suck to lose part of ourselves. But what else do we have? World's gonna end.
I have a feeling I'm gonna get outvoted.
Thanatos, or who's with us now? Thanatos?
It's Thanatos.
Okay. Thanatos, is there another way?
The shadows at the base of one of the cars coalesces, grows darker, and then Thanatos comes stepping out of it, like walking up a flight of stairs. I don't know. Well, no, not that I see. You either destroy the obelisk or you have to destroy Tartarus, and one of those is impossible. So unless you're going to fight the god of gods, no, I think that's about the only option.
Impossible as we are now?
Impossible as anything is now, yeah.
What about with the power of the obelisk?
That's stupid.
Doesn't mean it's
Others on
impossible.
Fire?
It'll destroy you.
Well, if it does, we've got backup.
All right, so you just take the power from the obelisk and then
Kill your weird god.
God. Okay,
And I get to keep my best friend.
I thought I had made a good choice with all this, and I'm realizing that you're all insane. So
That's Vegas, baby.
Rock and roll song starts playing.
I hate this. Bad idea.
Only one way to find out if you backed the wrong horse.
Fine. I still have to break my tether anyway.
Turn
Do
the
whatever the fuck
walkie-talkie back
you
on.
Oh,
David?
Oh, I'm David.
David.
Oh god.
Earth to Senator
Sorry, I got
Constantine.
hungry. Yeah.
Ground
I'm here.
control to Major
I was
Dave.
eating a sandwich.
Can we get
Yes.
him here?
Seriously? You were eating a sandwich.
I
You were
get
eating
hungry
a
in
sandwich
the
so
crisis.
hard you forgot how a walkie-talkie worked. Who voted
My
for you?
Mouthful. Piper, what do you want?
Probably me. We have a plan.
Get him here.
I need you to get down here, and if it doesn't work, you're gonna have to destroy the thing.
right? Am I gonna like this plan? Do I want to?
Nope, so I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Where's my dad?
He's also
He
near
was
at the
in the
barricade.
car.
He's back at the barricade as well. You could call him if you wanted to.
Dad?
He picks up. Yeah. Penny, what's wrong?
I think we're gonna do the right thing,
The right
but I don't
thing.
think you're gonna like it.
I haven't liked most of what's happened in the last 24 hours. What are you doing? What happened to getting the obelisk back to the house?
We don't have time. Moxie's down.
Okay, so we... What are you doing?
Plan B? If we separate out the power to enough people, including the representatives from the three families,
And do what with it?
kill a god?
That's... I don't... Okay. I spent too long making decisions for you. I'll go with whatever your plan is.
If it doesn't work, break it.
Okay. Just come home.
That's the plan.
Love you.
Love you too, Dad.
Yes, Feng.
You raised your hand, Feng.
I was gonna say there was also a brief conversation between Fang and his grandma where Fang described the plan. His grandma called him a dumbass, and he said he'd get home, and she said, "Okay."
Vivi's gonna give Johan a kiss for the road, and tell him that she will be back, and he can't get rid of her that easy.
I love it. And I was also going to say that Grandma asks Fang to pick up some more whiskey on the way home.
Yes.
Thanatos.
Oh, wait, should I do something dramatic? Everyone
Sally's
else
right
did.
there.
I can
Sally's
wait.
right there.
Is this going to be my dramatic thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
Piper just looks at Sally and says, I don't really do goodbyes.
Nah, me neither. Just don't blow me up, okay?
I'll see you later.
Yeah. Thanatos has watched this all and says, humans are fascinating. Ready. All right. I'll break my part of the seal then. And reaches out and touches the obelisk. And with that, you see that pulsing energy kind of one last pulse just casts out and then it keeps going and it evaporates in the air around, leaving the raw obelisk in front of you. It says, you're planning on taking the power from it. leave that all to you. I'm done with this. I will wait until it's done, and either way, I guess I'll be here. So, I'll see you on the other side. He turns, and there is a hissing in the air, and you watch as a black shard of glass, almost like formed into almost like a spear, comes raining out of the sky and impales Thanatos. Runs like straight through his back and into the ground, and he kind of coughs for a second and says, "That's not what I expected." And the shadows begin to dissolve away, and leaving just a skeletal form behind, as you see the fissure above you has now grown immensely. It's like you see two massive hands sort of pulling it apart through sheer willpower, and this massive form on the other side growing even larger. And then, Piper, you hear Sally gasp, and then you feel a shove as you are pushed out of the way. And you watch as a second spear of glass strikes Sally.
Penny, fix it.
Penny tries to rewind time.
Okay. Go and roll will. This is going to be a tough one. How far are you trying to go back?
Far enough that we can get... Oh, fuck. Do I unkill death? I don't know. Or am I just unkilling Sally here?
I don't care.
Fuck. Let's
It's
see
your
how
call.
good we
That's
get.
going to be, well, yeah, so, yeah, let's see how you roll.
Fuck. Okay, can I tap maximum overdrive?
Yes, you can.
Two plus my will is a 4. That is a 6. Plus maximum overdrive is a 10.
Okay. That is a very good roll. As much as we have hit 10s today, 8 is legendary. So it doesn't get much better than a 10. You can rewind back to before Thanatos is struck, before he breaks the seal.
Let's do it.
Okay. Everything is drawn back. You watch as those shards go flying back into the sky. You see Piper kind of pulled back as Sally retreats backwards, and you see Thanatos reform and turn back to face you as it stops. And as everything begins to go again, Thanatos says, "All right, just
Stop! You're gonna die. Sorry. You too, Sally. Be careful.
I'm sorry.
Penny?
I can't die. I'm death."
A
Tell you what
gigantic
happened.
shard. A gigantic shard comes out of the sky, kills Thanatos, and then another one comes down and tries to kill Piper, and then Sally pushes you out of the way and she dies.
Vivi reaches up and touches
God.
a bleeding nose,
Yeah.
and she says, "You did the thing."
I did the thing.
You
Sally,
watch
get outta here.
as the sky breaks. One last interference with time, and I'm going to compel the aspect. What is it? Weakening of the veil. As the sky shatters into darkness. Sally, standing next to you, Piper, says, "Where am I supposed to go?" And you see, beyond that darkness looming across the horizon, now stepping out into the world as a massive foot crashes down onto the Vegas Strip, an armored figure with this otherworldly spiraling black armor made of glass, almost melding in with skin, up to 4 titanic arms and a head also seeming to be formed half of this black glass and adorned with 6 eyes, 3 vertical on either side, and just oozing with this otherworldly, this dark black energy, and they begin to reach down towards the obelisk.
If we're gonna do it, we gotta do it now.
Thanatos says, "You really don't have a choice at this point."
Together?
Thank
Everything
you.
else.
Yeah.
Vivi tosses Johan's helmet back into his arms and just reaches out.
And Thanatos breaks the seal so that all of you at that moment touch the obelisk and feel the power beyond it, willing it into yourselves. We're going to do these individually. All of you find yourself back in that white void. Actually gotta change our music here. In that white void that you spoke with Jove with, spoke to Jove in last time. Except this time, it's not the pure white that you were expecting. It is as if the domed ceiling has sprung a leak and there is black ink pouring down the walls, muddling with the white and slowly obscuring it. And at the center of the room, standing there and looking downtrodden, is that ethereal, glowing, otherworldly form of Jove, now diminished down to something more mundane, something more aligned with a woman with dark skin and silver hair, looking sad. Penny. She looks at you. Doesn't seem like it went the way we expected.
No.
Used your power to save your friends again, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was the final straw. So you want my power?
Can we give it back? If we give it back to you, can you stop this?
I don't know if there's enough time for that.
Time I've got. I can make time.
Not anymore. You've given yourself plenty of time here. Penny, I'm fallible. I made a lot of wrong choices when I came to this world. And, I don't know if I'm the best person to deal with this anymore.
Then who is?
Well, you and your, friends out there made some rather convincing speeches, so I think you all seem pretty gung-ho about taking this power and using it.
We were afraid.
Yeah. The thing is that using this power comes with a price. You're not going to be able to hold it forever. And even taking it for as long as it'll take to deal with this is going to cost you.
What's it gonna cost?
Time. You can use Omega to give yourselves the time that you need here. Not undoing, but accelerating. But that time has to come from somewhere.
They can come from me.
Okay. If you're sure.
Yeah.
All right. Hold out your hand. You touch, your fingers just barely meeting, and you are engulfed in white light. I'm trying to decide which part to go with next. Feng. You see the same room. Jove in the middle.
So, hi.
Hey,
I figured this whole transfer thing was going to be instantaneous. I didn't expect a meeting. Sorry.
yeah, no, it's just. I mean, it will be instantaneous. Just a moment for us to talk. Make sure you understand the consequences of this.
Say that I was not aware of said consequences. What would they be?
You're used to taking a lot of power that you don't really know what to do with or how it works, right?
Yeah.
People get hurt. I can promise you that this won't hurt anybody else. But if you take this and try to save the day with it, it's gonna hurt you.
At this point, it doesn't matter how many times I get beaten down. I'm going to keep getting back up because that's what I do. If there's a way to make it so that they all get out of this and I'm the only one that gets hurt, that's fine with me.
It's not how it works. But I can promise that all the people out there in the city, everyone that you're trying to save right now, they'll be okay. The other three are gonna have to pay their price too.
There's nothing I can do to lessen that.
Not if it's gonna work. I'm really sorry. I don't want it to have to be like this. This is my fault for coming here in the first place. I'll make it up to all of you when it's over.
Feng crosses the room. He is very aggressive at first, but then eases up a few paces away from Jove. If it weren't for you, I would have never met my friends. So don't say that's a mistake.
Thanks. If you're sure, hold out your hand.
High five.
And a flash of light. The most epic high five ever. Piper. Find yourself in the same room.
Am I dead?
No.
Oh, good.
No, not yet. Hopefully not. For a while. Hey, Piper.
Hi, Jove.
You and I really haven't had the same relationship I've had with the others. And part of
It's
me
fine.
is-
People tend to be a little intimidated by me.
That could be it. But part of me is inside of Feng and Penny, and I took Vivi from her home. So you've gotten to see what this life is like for people that haven't been touched by my direct influence and received my gifts anyway. I'm sorry about that. You could have had a normal life as a pop star.
Yeah,
Whatever
totally
happened.
normal.
However normal that would be.
What is this? What's happening?
Taking a second to make sure you understand what this is going to cost you if you take this power.
I assumed we were gonna sort of burn bright, have a big boss battle, and then flame out, so.
Kinda. Everyone has to pay a price from it.
Okay, what is it?
Your gifts are very intrinsic to who you are. Your abilities that you use to make people smile and laugh, and you
Dang.
turn that into a strength, to a power. Like you said, burn bright one more time.
What does that mean?
I don't know if you're gonna be able to use those vocal powers of yours anymore after this.
At all?
I don't know. All I'm trying to tell you is that using these abilities, using this, damages you. And if you go out there and sing to save the day, it might be your last show.
I don't get the impression that you're offering a way out.
It's the cost if you take this power, if you want to save everyone. I just didn't want you to take it without knowing.
Is
You
Vega
can-
gonna stick around?
I think so, yeah. That's what you're trying to do, right? Keep my power in your world so Anima don't have to disappear.
He's my best friend.
I know.
Are my friends gonna be okay?
They all have their price to pay, but I think y'all all make it out all right.
If they don't, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
My voice isn't the only thing I have.
I know. Good luck, Piper.
Thanks.
If you're sure, hold out your hand.
Didn't even question it. I'm not exactly the brains of the group.
She touches you, and there's a flash of light. Vivi. Hey, Vivi.
Oh, it's just you and me.
Yeah. This is sort of a personal thing. I didn't want y'all to have to make these decisions in front of anyone.
Right, but you realize you've made a mistake because now I can really lay into you.
Yeah. Go for it. Let me have it.
I think she starts like several times and stops and just is very animated through the whole thing. And she finally says, "Did you even ask? Or did you just grab me?"
No, I didn't. It wasn't your choice. And I regret that. But I knew enough to know that you were going to be important in all of this. I've probably harmed you more than anyone. I took a life away from you. A future gone.
I think I had a family. I think they depended on me. I don't even know what happened to them. But now these guys depend on me. And I know that I'm not here to lecture you, so tell me what you really need to say.
I'll tell you the same thing that I'm telling the others right now is what you're doing right now is noble. You don't owe this to anyone. And but even still, even as unfair as it is, that there's going to be a cost with it, using this power, taking it. You lose something. In your case, something that was already taken from you.
But this will be the last time.
I think so. If you do this, I won't be able to send you home.
All right, then. One more time.
Okay. If you're sure, take my hand.
She'll take it.
As you make contact, there's a flash of light. And all of you, as you are engulfed in this light, hear the same voice of Jove. I've done so much to hurt this world, and I never meant to. Curiosity. I reached out to touch something that I shouldn't have. I'm sorry for the pain that I've caused you and the people that I've hurt, you and everyone else, and taking this. Well, you probably won't see me again, at least not for a while, and I just want you to know that I'm so thankful for that. This power is probably going to burn out before you can do anything else with it, but I promise that each of you will be rewarded for what you're doing, for the sacrifice that you're making.
It's crazy that you think that's why we're doing this.
Even still, thank you. And there is a rush as you are in your own bodies again, and the light that pours out from the obelisk explodes around you, and you all find yourself in essentially your ultimate state. And I would like each of you to describe that for me. Your
So-
ultimate state of power.
For Feng, essentially, there is the more modernized armored look on him, but out of like the folds of the jacket, there are an extra 2 sets of arms, and they are like clasped together in prayer. There's a big ring behind him that slowly spins.
I love it. Who's next?
I got it.
Okay.
So like Vivi's in like queen bee armor. It's golden. Remember she still has antenna. Like, why not? Let's go ahead and give her a crown. And wherever wherever she walks, sunflowers sprout and grow from the ground. Her swarm is spreading slowly from her. And every bee that she lost is represented by a point of light.
Beautiful. Piper?
Piper basically does a Sailor Moon. It's very magical girl, but I think as Vega's gotta be integrated into her. He's so vital to her. So I think he manifests behind her and starts to play music, but I think the actual like bars of music like manifest and start to wrap around her like almost like scales. Get it?
Yeah.
But like a scale mail that then like solidifies into these like gauntlets and like guards and like a big sort of like protective collar and this like vest, and I think it like finishes by like sealing off and locking this like voice box sort of right around her throat that amplifies her voice.
Okay.
That's pink, purple,
Beautiful.
sparkly. And there's spotlights behind her, shooting up into the sky.
Of course. Penny?
I don't think Penny's visible any longer. I think all you see in this form is a gigantic, swirling universe of stars and galaxies and planets, an entire world swirling in this huge amorphous form of Omega, but at the center of it all, like two giant black holes, except at the very center of each of them is this unbelievably bright, piercing blue light, as if just Penny's two blue eyes are looking out from the center of it all.
Never say we're not creative. Cause fuck, man, that was cool as hell.
It's dope
it.
as fuck!
As you all take these forms, feeling that power inside of you, again, so intense, it feels like it's going to explode out of you at any second. That towering form of Tartarus above you, this low kind of rolling voice washes down and says, "I remember you. We've already been here. You ruined everything the last time. Why?"
Cause this is our world, bitch.
I was waiting to see if there are any other one-liners. Just array.
I mean, I can get really punny if you want, just like echoing out almost like Omega's voice, but still obviously Penny's. Time to go.
That's good, Penny. So you can turn around and go home, or we can do this again.
I will tear that power from you. And you watch as the massive hand looms back and then rockets forward to crash down into you. And we're not doing a fight here. Y'all win. I'm not gonna like do a fight. You have god powers. I think I want just like a taste of everyone in the, like, I know we just did the, like, going around and stuff, but like, what is this final attack? Like, how does this battle like go? Like, I just want that description from y'all.
It's gotta be a big combo move, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
What's the big combo move they all do?
Can
to
we
destroy?
like
How can
Power
we turn
Rangers?
Fang into just like a fucking torpedo?
like I kind of wanted Penny to just like envelop his head and like unmake it.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Dismantle him board by board.
Basically.
Brick by brick.
I mean, from where Fang is standing, I imagine everyone else has like these sort of more like Megazord-esque like sort of deals going on with them. Like they're a lot bigger than he is right now.
No,
But-
Piper's still hot.
I was imagining y'all as all human size still. We weren't going Power Rangers. Except
Like-
maybe Penny. Penny's a big old
And he's a
black
blob.
hole.
Amorphous blob. Yeah.
Yeah.
If she's our amorphous blob.
Fang like whips the bow staff and it like starts curling around his wrist. He leans back and he punches forward. And as he does so, there is the bow staff comes off like basically a bracelet, and then there's the overlay of a fist over it as it slowly starts traveling upwards, and then it multiplies 2, 4, 8, 64 infinitesimally until there's a wall of fists just like machine gun punching into him.
I love it.
Holy shit.
Piper is gonna look at. I don't know who's better for this. Vivi's got a bunch of bees, I guess.
What are you gonna do?
Toss me.
Oh, hell yeah, I can do that. Vivi sprouts insect wings, and she will like literally fly up into the air. And she is like going to use Mosaic Shuffle to spread her bees out, and she's going to throw Piper at him repeatedly. Like every time she throws Piper, she catches her on the other side and throws her again.
Yes. Exactly what I wanted.
I love it. Okay. Did everybody get to do something cool? Penny destroyed
yeah.
the head.
Oh well, yeah. It's
Penny's
just
eating his
it's
head.
it's just a roaring like entire eons just going by in the fastest point possible
Yeah.
and just unmaking him.
Yeah.
Piper's probably trying to like, when Fang leaves a weak spot, like we're just piercing holes in this motherfucker, going back and forth. Turn him into Swiss cheese.
Call back from season 1. Fang like just yanks a hair out of his head, slams onto the ground, and there are like these terracotta warriors all dressed in dragon, tiger, phoenix, and turtle armor.
The
and they just start
boys.
running towards the leg and like World War Z up it.
Hell yeah.
I was just imagining like utter chaos and complete devastation as like
Over
all
everything,
of it-
Vega's playing Eye of the Tiger.
I don't have the rights to that, or I would play it.
We
I
can all
can
imagine.
play that. Well, hold on. I could go back to play the Elvis song that we had at the beginning of the season with the.
I can't help falling in love.
Yeah, we just do Viva Las Vegas as the final.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
This is Vegas, baby.
Oh, Vegas, baby.
And all of the power just mingling together and just slowly destroying this gargantuan form of Tartarus until just this pure white light engulfs everything, and everything just fades. And where I would like to go from there is like the light flashes and we're looking at this cinematically and we're blinded as the audience for a second. I would like to do an epilogue
Okay.
because I'd like to know where everybody went after this. I want a vignette of where everybody is in the time after this. It could be the 2 hours later, it could be 6 months later, it could be 10 years later. But I'm gonna have I'm gonna go one at a time, and I'm gonna have something you all had received essentially a reward as part of this. I had an idea for something I want to offer to most of you, but you can have something else, because essentially Jove's power, when it was released from you, like an imprint of it, used some of that to remake reality to give you something that you desired in response for your sacrifice. I'd also like to know a little bit of like how that sacrifice manifested, because I tried to keep those kind of vague and let it all decide like how exactly. Vivi's was a little more literal, but for the rest of you it was like a little vague, so you can decide exactly what that looks like, what that sacrifice is. So, a lot of talking there. I'm going to start with Piper.
Okay.
Where do you want this vignette to take place?
I think Piper just wants to like be a person for a little bit.
Yeah.
So she packs up Sally and Claudia and Aurora and they go on a road trip.
Okay.
They well yeah, they're starting in Vegas. They drive Route 66.
Okay. You do that for like the months following what happened. So you're in the car with Vega or you're in the car with
He can be there.
what? So Sally and Aurora and Claudia.
And Claudia.
Okay. And Sally has been like feet up on the dashboard and has been like tuning with the radio for a little bit. And one of your songs actually comes on as she turns in. She's like, should I change that? That's a bit weird if I... You good? How did Piper's cost manifest?
I think she lost her voice.
Completely?
Mhm.
Can she still speak through Vega like Bumblebee?
Yeah, I think she can. I don't think she does because I think Vega has kind of a mind of his own sometimes. I think she spent a bit learning sign language.
Okay.
And I don't think she can talk anymore.
I think mostly in the months after it's been an adjustment. I don't think Sally already knew sign language. Sally taught you sign language.
That seems like something she would know.
Yeah. And so has is fiddling around, says, okay, that's fine. Have you heard from your friends lately? How are they doing?
I guess have I? Probably.
Did y'all keep in touch?
I'm sure. I mean, they went on
for
this road
sure.
trip with the intention of coming back. They're not
Yeah.
gone forever, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine.
Cool. Sorry, haven't been on a road trip in a long time, and I'm a bit nervous when I'm not the one driving. But I'll let you keep driving for now. You scare me when you drive. I had some. Piper's actually the one that I didn't have many thoughts with, like what I wanted to give, what I wanted to offer. So I don't know if there's something that Piper wanted. Again, it could be this is like reality altering, sort of stuff. Is there anything like from the last timeline that Piper really would like to have in this one? Because you had a better, I think your relationship with your family and stuff's better. You have a sister that you didn't have before.
Yeah, Piper was an only child in the last one.
Yeah.
Not that. I want to keep
So you
the
don't want to
sister.
kill your sister.
I kill
Okay.
my sister. That's not the reality altering thing. I just do that. No, she's great. She could stay. I think what I don't know. I mean, it's kind of nebulous. It's not really like a physical thing, but I think what Piper had in the last timeline that she didn't have in this one was like a sense of stability.
Mm-hmm.
In like, I mean, she's still like, established and everything, but it's kind of took on a different tack in this one, or in the last one it was just kind of like a very stable, like, given, like she had a place to live and a source of income and she wasn't worried about supporting herself, and now like being able to support her sister and stuff. So I think what Piper probably wants is to have found a way to keep that.
Yeah. Then I
she
think
can't perform, or she can't sing anymore, but
then,
that doesn't mean she can't do something else.
well, maybe when everything was said and done, when everything settled after the battle, you found that you had for many years now a record label that you had been cultivating, and Piper manages that now full time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now she gets
Like
other people on the radio.
Yeah. I like that. Anything else for Piper?
I mean, she still wants to be famous, but she's literally the pop star who like gave up her voice to save the universe, so I don't feel like that's going.
Or anything else epilogue wise?
I think she has Aurora move in with her. She gets a new apartment. And new stuff.
The last one smells like death.
It didn't blow up?
No, it didn't blow up. I don't know where you got the idea that it blew up.
Didn't like a bunch of people die and there was like...
That was just Thanatos walking through
I
the
don't
building.
know. I was making sure the apartment still was like there.
Yeah.
I imagine she could still get some kind of insurance payout or some help with moving, considering 17 people died in her building from a Dareful.
What
gas
if
leak.
Sally asks for you and Aurora to move in with her?
That's adorable. Yes.
And she does. And Claudia is there most of the time too.
She basically lived there, I imagine. I actually kind of thought they already were like roommates.
They're basically roommates. They not by Sally's choice though.
She wouldn't send Claudia away for anything.
Okay. I like it. Just a
I
big
know this.
sapphic household.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cute. They live together.
Do you keep working with
And
him?
yeah, that's the other thing I was gonna say, is that I think I don't know that Piper would keep doing field work, at least at first. But I think she wants to stay involved. Even if that's through like Constantine or something.
Cool.
I imagine they have a mutual respect for each other.
Well, it sounds like everything worked out for Piper then.
And
we
it's
can get
cute
back to
and
the
nice.
family. Cute and nice and happy. Let's go to Feng. Where's this vignette?
I imagine it is several weeks post-battle after the, cleanup and stuff. Feng is in a hospital room, and he's sitting on the edge of a bed. In his hand is a grip trainer, and you can see that essentially his hand and arm are bandaged up. He can barely squeeze down on this grip trainer, and it's like the lightest one they have. And camera pans out, it also extended like across his chest into his other arm as well.
Yeah. The physical therapist who's there is like encouraging you and notices that you're struggling and says, "Good work today. Now, it'll get easier. All right. You just got to keep trying. Listen, why don't we take a break? I think there's some people here who want to visit you."
Fang, look up.
Here was my offer for Fang. If there's something else Fang wanted, we can go with that. But Fang didn't have a grandma on the other timeline. Fang had a grandpa. I'd like to offer you both.
Oh, Grandpa, you're back from LA.
Yeah, I'm here, and I've got the whole ball and chain right behind me. I think she's going up the stairs, and you hear behind you, behind him, your grandma saying, "Can y'all not mop these floors better? It's a dump in here. Come on!" And she comes in as well. And she's like, "Move." Comes up to you, like shushing, like moving your grandpa out of the way, moves to the side, says, "What are you doing? You're still in bed."
I'm sitting in bed doing physical therapy.
"Yeah." And she's supposed to be like up, working around.
I mean, they haven't dismissed me yet. Is this because I didn't get you your whiskey?
Well, that's part of it, but she kind of softens a little bit, and you can almost see like her eyes like tearing up slightly, and your grandpa steps forward and like puts a hand on her shoulder, which she touches reassuringly, and he says, "We're just glad to see that you're improving."
Day by day, right?
Yeah. Is Penny come out today?
No, not yet.
Right. I like her.
I do too.
Not sure about her old man though. He's kind of I don't know.
I think he's coming around to me.
Just a little bit stuck up. Do you need anything?
Honestly, some whiskey.
Whiskey. Okay. Well, looks around, reaches into his back pocket and pulls out a flask, takes your water cup, pours a little bit in. "Just don't tell anyone I did that. I don't think I'm supposed to have this in a hospital." We're looking at the shop. I can watch over it if you want. We want one of us here, but otherwise I'm working on getting some movies over to you, and I was gonna come by and we can play cards later.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. All right. Pats your leg. Says, "I'll be back here in a couple hours, okay?"
Yeah, I'll text Penny, see if she wants to meet up.
That'd be good. I'll bring you some better food too. And your grandma hits this. "Now you don't take credit for it. I'm the one that cooked it. Now I'm gonna bring you better food." And they leave. Anything else for Fang? Epilogue.
Over the next couple of years, Fang becomes Penny's secretary at Wormhole, essentially, and helps her mop up like some of the more some of the phantom fallout that happens over the next years that come up in Las Vegas. They do eventually get married, if Sid's okay with that. And then the child born of both houses is as powerful as both combined.
It is I, Dio.
The kid got the human parts of both parents and is just a regular dude.
It's somebody with time powers who has the black tortoise in their head. A new hand touches the beacon.
Tortoise. Dear God, years of finally silence.
Oh, wonderful. I love it.
I'm gonna make that my ringtone.
A new ad touches the beacon.
Today's screaming.
Speaking of Penny, since yours ties into Feng, what's your vignette here?
I like to think the camera pans to a dimly lit room of just like a red light. It's a dark room. And you see Penny from behind, sort of, dipping photographs and, setting up what looks like really gorgeous, some portraiture, some beautiful, like skylinescapes of Las Vegas. But when we pan a little bit closer, it's not the same Penny. She looks like crow's feet on her eyes, and definitely like her baby face has thinned out a little bit. Fang's a bit of a well, I guess maybe Penny's a bit of a cougar now. I think this is Penny was 22. I think this Penny is now a bit closer to her mid 40s.
Oh wow. Okay.
So she lost some time.
Okay.
But she looks real great for mid 40s. She looks real good for her 40s. But yeah, I think with some of this, with a lot of responsibilities kind of taken away from the eyes of family now, she gets to take a little more time for her more artistic pursuits. So gets to get back into her photography.
Okay. So that ties me in with what Penny wants, because I was thinking about things from the past timeline and stuff, and one of the biggest ones was your relationship with your mother. So that's one option, having that back. We never really talked about what happened to Penny's mom in this timeline. But even just generally having like a close relationship with both your parents. So I don't know if that's what you want or if there's something else that Penny might want.
I think she likes that idea.
Yeah.
The full Isa family.
So I think maybe your dad comes into your studio here as you're hanging out. Those are looking really good.
Thanks.
Really got an eye for it. I think you're wasted in the office.
Always good to have a day job, right?
You mind if I take a couple of these for my? I'll pay you for them for my office.
Tell you what, I was gonna bring a couple of these to an exhibition, but yeah, take your pick.
All right, just don't let anybody else snag them first. I'll double whatever they're gonna pay.
Dad, you don't have to do that.
Your mom was picking up dinner for tonight. She's getting back into town. Wanted to get you and Vic, and I think Moxie's going to be around too. Get together and make an evening of it. You think you can make it?
Yeah, I was gonna stop by and see Feng, but
Yeah,
sure.
And he's welcome to come by too if he's been discharged. Is he still in the hospital?
Yeah.
I could probably swing a couple of favors and have him moved over to the estate if he's tired of being cramped up in the hospital.
I can definitely ask.
All right. You doing all right?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay. Leans forward, kisses you on the forehead. Says, "Love you, sweetie.
Love you too, Dad.
I'll see you at home."
Don't let the light in.
Very carefully steps out and leaves
Oh,
you
I still have
alone.
Omega, right? Omega just blocks the light from the door.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah. Anything else for Penny?
No.
Vivi. I have a very specific thought for Vivi, and again, free to come up with your own thing if you want. Vivi cannot go back to her timeline, but that doesn't mean that aspects of it can't come to her. So, I was thinking that Vivi gets her house back with her sunflower fields. Or, I hadn't really thought about family because you talked about leaving people behind. Is that maybe Vivi finds her extended family in this timeline who she missed out on and is able to start a relationship with them as well as the house?
I love this idea. I can add on to it.
Okay, go for it.
I've got a narrative that brings us to that point.
Perfect.
Right after everything happens, Vivi fucking ghosts Johan. She's just gone. And she doesn't know how to handle a long-term relationship. Like, she's used to like resetting every few years. So she, like, now that she has one, she doesn't know what to do with it, and she just disappears. Something that she forgot about was that in the event that she died or went back to her own timeline or whatever, she had set up an email to send to Johan with the location of all of her stolen goods. And so Johan gets this email, finds her hideout, and like from clues that he picks up there, he uses his detective skills to track her down. And when he does, she's in the old house with the sunflowers and everything. And she was able to find the house, but with his skills, he was able to go a few steps further and actually find her family.
Yeah. So I'm imagining maybe like the vignette for Vivi is maybe it's a early or mid-evening table set and the farmhouse with extended family there, like a distant cousin and their family, kids running around on the porch. Johan is there as well, sitting on the porch with you, looking over the sunflower fields, having a drink.
And yeah, they're both drinking iced tea sweetened with honey from the farm.
Yeah.
And she just looks over at him, reaches over, grabs his hand. And great Grandpa Vincent is finally vindicated in the fact that his twin sister Vivi is back. And he's like, I told you I wasn't crazy. I told you she wasn't gone.
I love that. Johan has been taking a while to adjust to all of this and you being from another time and like all of this being true. I think as you take his hand, he says, "This is probably the strangest dinner I've ever been to."
Yeah, well, Looks like we both have a few things to get used to.
Yeah. You sure you're gonna be able to take care of the fields here with running around and doing your other stuff?
Well, I think I could stand to settle down for a few years. I've kind of been go for a while now. And you know what? I didn't give everything back. I've still got some treasures squirreled away.
Just don't tell me what they are if you do, but just I'm really glad that you found this. You seem yourself here.
I think she just sort of pensively looks out over the sunflowers and she says, I'm getting there. And there's, like, as the vignette ends, we see a bee just land on one of the sunflowers.
He squeezes your hand and you pan away from the bee over the rolling sunflower fields and up towards the night sky where the glistening stars and constellations stare down. And that's our game. Sorry, I went almost an hour over.
Finale.
Finale! Wacky Wednesday!
Wacky Wednesday!
Hey, guys, hey.
Was this a good finale, y'all? You like
This
how it's
was
all wrapped up?
lovely.
Oh my god, hell yes. Oh,
Yeah.
vindication.
It had everything.
I had a list of things I wanted to get through. I want to make sure I hit everything on my list, but I'm pretty sure I did. Johann rescuing
Think we
Vivi,
buttoned
Grandpa and
everything?
Grandma reunited,
Jesus
Penny
Christ.
reconciling with Paul, Piper and Sally's relationship, Vivi choosing between two time periods. Did it all. I had everything on the list. And
We did everything and more.
And the fact that I had that was on my list, and I had to make all that work into whatever the fuck y'all were gonna do to actually fix all of that. Because powers uniting, doing your magical girl transformations, and saving the day was not what I thought. So
Yeah.
that was wonderful.
I told you at least one of us would solve a problem by talking.
Yeah.
Yes!
You did.
Oh,
and
so
We
good!
did.
We're able to kill Nemesis through talking.
Oh my
essentially.
god. But it's the only way!
I pretty much
Violence
talked
only
her to
makes her
death.
stronger!
Yeah.
It's true.
Do y'all want me to go over anything, answer any questions while we're on the stream here? Or
You have got to tell us what the moves were called.
Yes!
I can do that.
Yeah.
So I can go through some of them. Who did I have stuff for?
Nemesis had all them cool moves.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was looking to see who had any fun stuff. Okay, so Nemesis had two stunts called retro causality, and one that was Destiny's Child.
It's very good.
It's so good.
I don't think we were ready for that jelly.
Their power
That's J-Lo.
her power was essentially like reversing cause and effect.
Mhm.
Was the idea of it. So
Right. Did she, like, whenever you attack her, does she specifically have to use, like, whatever harm was dealt to her on the person who harmed her?
no,
She can just do it to anybody.
It's just
Yeah.
retribution.
She could just, like, go in a back room, punch herself in the face for a while, and then just, like, nah, you!
That was Fang's ultimate move back in season 1, where he basically dealt his missing health in damage to whatever they're
Yeah.
fighting.
yeah.
God, I
Woof.
like, full disclosure, I was prepared to use every single aspect I had to fucking take a bullet for Johann, or many bullets. I still
So many
had,
bullets.
hold on,
Power of love.
let me look at all the aspects I have. I was gonna use wrong place, right time. I was gonna use got what I came for. And I was gonna use colony collapse. because I lost my bees. I can't lose my
Oh.
boy toy either.
Luckily, Piper made a real good move there. That the only way I could think of is
Oh.
like, well, Thanatos has to take someone out. So that was what I was like, I'll
Got
take out
him.
the one that
Yeah,
I'm in
God
most trouble with.
Got him.
God bless Piper. It's so thematically appropriate that Piper was the one who saved her.
Yeah.
Because damn it, oh,
So she was an S tier trickster.
Woof.
And yeah, reality
That
bending
tracks.
trickster, chaos theory for dummies, and then watch the world burn was her other additional aspect.
you put her in a flapper dress on purpose.
Let me see. Does Nightingale have anything good? Nightingale was an A tier torturer.
I don't want to interrupt your fun stuff, but your mic has gotten quiet again.
Yeah, you've been throttled.
What?
I'm sorry to say.
Zoom has throttled you.
Zoom
Okay, how about
is
now?
better.
It's
Is that
better.
better? Is that
Zoom is a
tolerable?
cruel.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, good. Fuck you, Zoom.
Yeah. Fix
Um,
yourself, Zoom.
Little peek behind the curtain. Zoom is fighting with our microphones.
Yeah, it's been Thanatos. What's Thanatos got? So Thanatos was an S tier destroyer.
Sure.
Death dealing destroyer was a higher concept. Aspects were glimpse the end and don't fear the Reaper.
Of course.
And then 2 stunts, one that was Reaper's Embrace and the other one was Death Comes.
That's what
Essentially,
song we should have said played during the big boss fight.
Don't fear the
Was
Reaper.
Don't fear the Reaper.
I liked Viva Las Vegas, but it could have. I never got to use any of Thanatos' stuff, but basically,
No, I made friends with them.
Yeah, could have vanished, and then during a scene, and then also had the Reaper's Embrace, which is just a reskinning of the one that making the consequence more severe. And then Vulcan
Marshty.
had
Fucked Vulcan.
was a parasite,
Vulcan.
S tier parasite.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Iron-willed parasite, puppet master, uncontrollable rage for the aspects, and then had hammer of the gods, will of iron, and forge obedience.
One of them wasn't giant dickhead.
No, actually, did not think that Vulcan was going to turn into a character like that. And
He should get an extra one. That's just I'm an asshole and everyone knows
I'm
it
a
immediately
dick.
upon looking at me.
Yeah. Any other questions or anything while we're wrapping up?
How long did you have the plan from this persimmon to actually be a part of a fucking god?
Since a couple episodes into season 2.
Oh my god.
So I want to say it was probably like it was around the time she popped up again. In season 2. So I've almost been halfway through. It took a while. Yeah, when y'all were speculating about her at the end of last season, I had no fucking idea what I was gonna do with her. She was just Miss Persimmon, and y'all were everybody was like, so I was like, these are all some really good ideas.
I'm gonna steal these.
Yeah, and then I went and did something weird. Anything else?
Is there a universe in which David Constantine looks like Keanu Reeves?
That was season 1.
This universe.
It's this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to make that clear. I'm sorry. David Constantine is Keanu Reeves.
I just want to make sure.
Clean shaven, or like beard?
He's a
He could still have a mustache and be a senator.
yeah.
Well, it's gotta be this universe, because the last universe is the one who actually had a Keanu.
True.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Did have a Keanu.
So
I
he
forgot.
does look like Keanu.
I forgot about Keanu, who got banished to the Shadow Realm and then turned into y'all's Sherpa.
It would have been much harder to be mean to him if I'd known that he just looked like Keanu the whole time.
Yeah. Trying to think about anything else.
Any cool stuff that we didn't figure out that you want to like reveal on us?
Yeah.
I feel like I revealed most of everything. The thing is, I didn't really have a lot planned for most things. Y'all tend to assume that I had more of a plan than I did at any given point.
You exude
Um,
confidence.
Yes.
Thank
I mean,
you.
You had the
Isn't that
Confident
just-
GM's boon. We think you had everything planned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a game master blessing.
I
gotta
like
say.
to just kind of like, we went into this and like, there's time stuff, and I was like, I want to see where this goes. And as y'all got more invested in that shadow, the obelisk thing, when I first threw it out again, I made that shit up,
Didn't mean
and I
anything.
had no idea what it was. It didn't mean anything. I was like, I want to see what they turn this into, and it steadily turned into something. I was like, this is a campaign.
The
I
last
was
two,
so
the last
ready.
2 sessions.
I was
Go ahead.
so ready for Nightingale to be like, dog, I just made that shit up.
When I eventually like came up with the idea for the obelisk, I had decided that Nightingale
Word.
had just done that to make y'all look into it,
Mhm.
and just to make
Track
y'all
down the
think.
Just-
obelisk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nightingale. I found that in a fortune cookie.
Son of a bitch.
Dumbasses.
Man, fortune
And
cookies are getting
then-
specific.
Yeah, and then y'all remember that y'all fought, like you guys talked about like Tartarus from the first season.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I had this vague thought that Tartarus had this plan in the last. I think we talked about like was planning to use the power of the pyramids of the Zodiac to do his own shit. So I figured he's probably doing the same thing here. But
Did
yeah.
you mean for Tartarus to look like a World of Warcraft boss?
No. I realized when I started talking about it, I was like, I think he looks like the boss from the big enemy at the end of what's it called? The Eternals.
Oh.
I realized that when I started describing the eyes and me done, I was like,
Rob
I'm
Stark?
feeling this- yeah, it looks like Rob Stark. It was just
Oh.
a giant
Just looks like
Rob
Richard Madden.
Stark. Yeah, just a giant Richard Madden.
Yeeting himself into the sun.
No, but the big Titan.
Spoilers for the Eternals, I guess. Watch that movie. It's actually pretty fucking good. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. If I think of anything, then I'll let y'all know. I can't. If there were any other stuff. Oh, I wasn't killing Sally at the end there when she got. I was like, she got hit. And I was gonna describe like she's been really badly injured and like motivate Piper to like get super angry. Or
You
something.
literally
And then
set it
y'all-
up by killing Thanatos.
I
What
know,
did you
and like
think we were gonna
I
think
didn't think
happened?
y'all were gonna do that. And anyway, it worked perfectly. I was like so
Yeah,
happy
no,
with how
for
that
sure.
turned out.
Absolutely.
Penny has got to stop doing what Piper tells her to do. Because the same thing happened last time, and Piper was like, Penny, fix it. And then Penny started fixing shit, and then it broke. The
Yeah, well,
universe.
I told myself if Penny ever started rewinding time again, things were gonna get fucked up.
Stop
and
breaking the
we did in
universe for
finale.
Piper.
And I was like, oh, I gotta
I love my
escalate shit.
friends.
It's always Piper's fault.
If I could have done
It's
it
always
again,
Penny, fix it.
if I could have done it again, I would have had Viper. That's not me.
Viper, yeah.
Viper.
That's
I
the
would've-
next universe.
Well, that's a story for another time.
Next universe, all of our names just change by one letter.
By one letter.
That's what Vivi's
If I-
been calling her behind her
Please
back
don't.
this whole time.
Please, I will not run this game if y'all change your character names by one letter and make me have to DM for you.
I'm
We've
Kenny.
motherfuckers.
already made it hard
Hey,
enough.
I'm Kenny. What's up?
Oh, I'm Maury next turn. Next game, I'm Maury. Just so y'all know for character naming.
So,
But yeah,
dude,
the only thing I would have changed was having Vivi being like, "Wait, no." Nothing else changes. It's just Vivi
do that.
anticipating that we're about to
don't.
go back again.
Please.
all right.
Worth it.
We'll go ahead and call the stream here and wrap it up for the evening because yeah, we've gone for 4 hours now. So thank you everyone out there for watching. If you've been with us since the first episode of Star Power, like this has been an adventure in just like impromptu bullshit and doing whatever was the most anime at the time, and I think it turned out pretty good. Let's say top 5 games. So I'm very happy with how this has all gone. Y'all have been amazing play. Like y'all made this so much more fun. Like I felt like I didn't have to prep for half our sessions because I was like, y'all are gonna come up with something so much better than whatever I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna worry about overthinking it. I'm just gonna react to what they're doing. And this has been a great game for me, like just learning how to react to stuff and making it super awesome. So
The
and I'm
four of
very
us are
much-
so full of improv energy.
You are very, and that's why I'm so looking forward to our next game. If we haven't talked about it, I think I talked about it at the beginning. We're gonna be playing Parslings next, starting on July 23rd. We're gonna be doing our session 0 on that day, so you can learn a little bit about the system. None of us have ever played it. Well, I think Savannah, you
I have played a
one-shot.
one-shot of it,
So,
which you
and
can
it's been a
find on the We the Tale YouTube.
Yeah. But it's very fun, card based. Everybody's got parasites, and I'm gonna make that one pretty anime too. So I've had some inspiration.
Everybody, well, so the premise though, I think, because it keeps getting left out of the description, people have parasites
Yes.
that manifest as words that look like they're tattooed on their skin, and you
Yeah.
get powers based on what those words are.
Yeah.
So that's going to be part of our character creation process.
Yeah, and a lot of the system too is about y'all being more powerful doing things together. So a lot of like the combo stuff that y'all wanted to do and stuff for it, like that's baked in the system.
Where
So that's
you
gonna be-
combine the different words into
yeah.
new concepts.
And all my
you know,
words just be
paragraphs.
adjectives. Yeah.
But
Very
we're
more
gonna we'll talk about that in
Just-
session 0 because no.
hyphen er.
I'm making the joke now so I don't make it later, but it's going to be a month, so I'll forget and make it again.
Okay. And everybody will have forgotten you made the joke by then.
And
So
then
yeah,
somebody
come
will post a clip of this and I'll go, God damn it.
join us for that on the 23rd, and then on the 9th, between this session, what would be our next scheduled session, at not including this Saturday, we're gonna do a one shot. I think we talked about it literally 2 minutes before we came on stream, but it seemed like everybody was into it. Gonna be a little spooky horror one shot. I'm gonna run. I think
it's going to be a lot spooky, actually. I think
A
it's
lot
going to be
spooky.
pretty terrifying.
it's actually gonna be really scary. So
Really
yeah, come join
fucking
us for that.
scary.
We're going to post some warnings ahead of time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
so
I
don't worry.
can I be the guy who's like, guys, you should take a look at this without having described what to take a look at?
Guys, look what
Every
I found.
time.
It's right behind me, isn't it?
And then a hand comes down, grabs you, and yeets you into nothingness.
Yes.
That's an actual thing,
Yeah.
by the way.
There's a lot
in,
of things
in
I
that
don't-
system.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it. So join us for that.
It's going to be scary.
Thank you everyone out there for watching. Once again, thank you to my lovely players. I love you all. I'm so happy to be going into another season with y'all. We'll see everyone in 4 weeks for the beginning of our next journey. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.